Session 10. Corruption starts at home. So, last time, the Forest Gremlins recovered and took a short rest in the prison where you met and released the spy Kenny had told you about. The man introduced himself as Fisk and told you all that he was here on behalf of a mage from Candlekeep named Savikas. This archmage is a specialist in infernal workings and was convinced that the leader of El Terrell, the High Overseer Thavius Krieg, had made a deal with a devil of unknown origin. Not sure which devil, but just a deal with a devil. She had sent Fisk to retrieve the infernal puzzle box that his contract was supposedly housed in. After a short discussion, Fisk led you all to the Vanthampur Vault. As everyone was debating how to break in, the Duke herself walked around the corner with a cultist and hellhound in tow. A few choice words were had. A battle broke out with the hellhound dealing nearly deadly damage to half the party in one attack, starting off the battle strong. Both Nefira and Pip went unconscious in that fight. Pip had a terrible vision of open graves, black serpents, and his sister, Lenaria, hitting him with magic and knocking him back into the grave. Spark managed to keep everyone alive, and Eris got the final killing blow on the Duke, but not without the Duke ensuring that she'll see them all in hell. Taking the Duke's keys, you got into the Vanthampur Vaults, found a ton of gold, as well as the infernal puzzle box, and you were able to take a short rest surrounded by bodies, which is the only way the Gremlins know how to take a short rest.
Like we do.
Like we do. So I believe everyone rolled their hit points or their hit dice last time, but we are going to be picking up just basically in the middle of this short rest as you all are taking this hour time, because there was a lot at the end of the session and it was a long one. So yeah, we're going to be picking up with you all able to talk to each other about anything you want to talk about. You see that sorry, Fisk has taken the infernal puzzle box, and he's kind of sitting off in the side of the room, also taking a short rest. Not really opening it or anything, definitely not opening it, or trying to open it. He is just looking at it, and you can tell he's kind of just doing some checks to make sure it's the one he was sent here to find. So, what is everyone else doing as you all are sitting in the middle of the Vanthampur Vault? It's pretty bare except for the eight coffers, two of which had treasure from what you imagined was Tiamat's hoard. You all decided to not touch those. But yeah, what are you doing? There's about 2,000 gold in here. And pockets, what's going on? Talk to me.
Well, I imagine we're separating it several pouches across all of us.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, putting it in boots, putting it in backpacks, putting it any little pouches you have to make sure that you can distribute
around
this. Yeah.
Spark's chainmail, so it's hard to be like, is that his armor or his wallet? I can't tell.
Nice.
When Spark will look over and says, do you think it's worth asking if Fisk wants to meet Dodge if his client ends up opening the puzzle box and it does have an infernal contract in it? Wouldn't the city guard potentially want to know about this? This could be some delayed hard evidence, since I don't want to explore the main thing.
It does seem like Fisk and Savikas, I'm pretty sure that's the name of his friend in Candlekeep, seems like they know quite a bit about whatever is going on here, at least with Krieg, who seems to have some connection to the Duke. So I definitely think having Fisk talk with Zodge is a good idea. They might have some leads and some evidence. I was thinking, because I know we're all kind of low on energy, at least maybe having the familiars look around the house, seeing if they find anything worth investigating.
That might be worthwhile.
I don't know how much they'll be able to do, because if there are any closed doors, I don't think they'll be able to open them, but it's better than nothing. Better than going up there ourselves without a reason.
I'm also worried about us trying to leave because those guards at the gate mentioned they wanted us out by sunset, and it's probably the dead of night.
Yeah. One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting the money, checking out the house maybe with the familiars, and then we can tackle actually getting out of here.
Fist, Hardin, before heading back to your contact in the Candlekeep, would you potentially be okay with meeting somebody in Baldur's Gate who could have use for the information your boss is looking for? Potentially help take the Duke down with Krieg?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Can I help Spark?
Yeah, what are you doing to help Spark?
I think I'm standing next to Spark, like giving some enthusiastic facial expressions.
Sure. Yeah, you can roll an advantage, Spark.
That advantage was much better. The first roll was a 3.
Oh, good.
So let me see what the total... Sorry, tabs everywhere. So let's see here. It was 11 on the dice, but what's his persuasion modifier? Come on, D&D Beyond, don't give me issues. His persuasion, so 17 total.
17 total.
Thank you for that advantage.
You see that that Fisk kind of thinks for a moment. Well, I don't really like to get involved with anything that's above my pay grade. This is very above my pay grade. I don't really know what... Until this puzzle box gets opened, there could be nothing in here. It could just be some piece of paper. It won't mean anything. I'm sure that Savikas would be willing to speak with this Zodge. Maybe you could just let him know that he would to be expecting maybe something later on. But until it's confirmed, it would be pointless to have me speak to him. I'm just a spy with a box that I cannot open. I have no proof, honestly.
Do you think they would put something meaningless in the box, like a haha, wasted your time?
I mean, I don't think so, no, but it would be very cruel, honestly, because it's very difficult to open this box. It could kill you, and I would be extremely annoyed if I opened a box that could kill me and it just said, "Ha, you've been pranked." So, I don't think so. But again, there could be anything in this box.
True.
Eris is gonna walk over. I think she thinks about putting her hand on his shoulder, but doesn't. And she's gonna say, "Well, that sounds like a really good idea. That makes sense. And while this may be above your pay grade, totally just saved your life. So think about that."
No, I'm very grateful. I cannot physically open this box. I am not that smart. Okay.
Oh, so we're not asking you to open the box. Just make sure that information, if it's incriminating, gets back to Captain Zodge of the Flaming Fist.
Do you have like an address, like a zip code, maybe?
I'm sure Eris has an address.
Eris gives him the Flaming Fist at 100001 Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Beautiful.
She probably gives him her address too.
Beautiful.
She lives in Baldur's Gate, so make sure she gets a copy of the information, too.
Okay, yeah, no,
I was
sure.
about to say that address better stay Prime Material Plane.
Oh, yes,
So that's part of that. That's part of the address. Is like Prime Material Plane better not change to Avernus. Looks at the book.
Yeah, it's the forwarding fees if it ends up in Avernus. Wild. I cannot possibly. But yeah, as you two are chatting, kind of casually with Fisk, what is Pip up to? What's Pip doing?
He's gonna go up. What's Nafira doing? Because he's gonna go up to them and be like, "Hey, Fira, when he went down, did you see anything? What did you see?"
I didn't see anything.
Nothing?
No. Did you
sure?
see something?
Yeah. Did you not
Tell
see
me about
anything?
it. What did you see?
Well, are you sure? It was really scary.
Pip, tell me what happened.
Okay. Well, okay. So, you know how I had that dream? Well, I guess it wasn't last night. I guess it was about a couple hours ago. About my sister. Oh no, I didn't tell you about that. I told Eris about that. Oh no. Well, I had a dream about my sister. And she had magic, and she was fighting skeletons. And it was really cool. It was a little bit scary, but it was mostly really cool. Then when I went down, I saw I was in a grave, and there were snakes, and she was there too. But it was not so cool. It was a lot scarier. I think something might be wrong. I don't know. At first I thought, oh, it's just a dream. I know that some people have like prophetic dreams and everything. I know that like there's like divination magic and stuff, but I've never had any of those, and that's not really like my like specialty. So I wasn't really worried about it. And now I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, I'm really worried too now, Pip. Because,
sorry.
Well, during that fight, remember when I looked back? Like, right when I missed that swing at the Hellhound, and then I turned around to see how everybody was doing, if it was worth taking another shot, or if I should get back, because I wasn't feeling very good at that point. And I looked back, and I saw that your magic, it's normally all, like, really pretty and gold. It was, like, black. There was black in it, and your eyes were all black. And it reminded me of when you got cursed, just like yesterday. I'm kind of really scared about that, Pip. Like, I've been worried about you since you got cursed. I thought maybe since we fixed the curse,
we
got
exactly.
you uncursed. But what if we didn't fully get you uncursed? What if something? I don't know. We don't really know the priest who uncursed you very well. So what if they didn't do it right, or what if they intentionally didn't do it right? Well,
Do that.
I mean, are you gonna be okay? Like, is there a way we can fix this, or at least find out what's going on?
I'm not sure. I can talk to my mentor. I don't know if she'll know anything, but she knows a lot of things. She's really powerful and really cool. She might know. Wouldn't be her first. I don't know.
Well, keep telling us. If you have another vision or dream or something like that, tell us immediately, Pip, because this might end up being something serious. We gotta keep an eye on this.
Fine, physically. But you're right. Okay, I will. I promise.
Thank you. And if you start feeling not okay physically either, just let us know, so we can try to help somehow.
I mean, I was not feeling great physically earlier, but I feel fine now. You know, getting stabbed and all. But I think I'm feeling better.
That's good. I wasn't feeling very good before either after that fight, but I'm feeling a bit better now.
That's so good.
Nafira's gonna reach out and She's gonna hug Pip. Just hug her. Hug him.
Hug her back.
Just hug him. Hugs.
Hugs. And then nobody else has anything to say. He'll go up to Eris and say, do you still have that book?
Which book?
That spell book that we found?
Oh, the other two ones? Yeah, I have them.
The other one. The one that I opened.
I thought you had the one that you opened.
Oh, it was too heavy.
Oh, then I have it. Looking through my bag. Oh, wait, here it is. Because I know I had the two you didn't open, so I'm sure if you don't have it, I have it.
Okay. Shit, we cut to like the previous dungeons just on the ground, fell out of a bag. Fuck.
No.
Some random bathhouse worker was like, "Oh my god, there's all this under here. Oh, what's this book?"
Yep. Wonderful.
New BBEG just made.
Oh no. Oh. Okay. And he's gonna like hold it like close to himself real quick and say, "Okay, but you have to trust me. I have a feeling that nothing's gonna happen. But I also kind of had that feeling before. So, but I mean, I can't get double cursed by the same curse, so it's probably fine.
If you keep going, I'm gonna regret having given this book to you. So if you're gonna do something, just do it before I change my mind."
Okay. Also, will you teach me how to fight? It doesn't have to be right now, but just at some point.
I would love to. I mean, like I've got so many like cool fighting tips, and you can try using my sword, or if you don't like a sword, you can try something else. But
I don't know if. Okay, I'll try.
We'll figure it out.
Eris's sword is absolutely taller than Pip.
I was about to say, Eris hand takes her short sword. He has to two-hand it and rolls 2d6 like it's a great sword.
Is that my axes too? I named them Sense and Sensibility.
No, I think the axes are like half Pip's size.
Oh, okay.
It's like a great axe.
Eris starts like getting all of her weapons out and just be like, "Oh, and this one's really cool." Oh, but we were focusing on the spellbook.
Yeah. Thank you. And okay, so his thing about the spellbook is in his own spellbook, he's got his like name and everything written in the front cover. Mm-hmm. So he just wants to like open just the cover and see if there's any writing in there, like somebody's name, or anything like that.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Okay. 17.
17. You look around and you see that while there's no one's name written in the spell book, you can see that it looks to be 3 different handwriting, as all the spells have to be handwritten into this book. And you can, as a wizard, you can just take someone else's spell book and make it your own. That's a pretty common thing to do, and just use all those spells. So it looks to you that 3 people have had this spell book, and the very last person to have the spell book is the one that has only 1 line in it, or 1 spell written, and that is the false life spell that has been added.
I was gonna see if the handwriting matched the handwriting in this false life in my own spell book.
It does. It looks like a direct copy over into your spellbook. If someone did a, Control-C, Control-V of the text, that's exactly what it looks like.
Okay, that's all. It's just a curiosity thing, nothing important.
Well, while Eris, well, I guess once Eris finishes like pulling all her weapons out and being like, oh no, like holding her longbow, definitely too big. With Pip, and Pip is done looking at the spell book. She's gonna say like, okay, Pip, definitely worried about this curse thing. Your magic was all like weird in the fight, and like I don't know,
Karen
still
was
not
telling me about that.
totally convinced that your dream's like not related to this curse that you had. I don't know, like what's going on?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I saw Lenaria again when I went down. And then retells everything you told Nefira.
Okay. Yeah, you should definitely
yeah.
tell Spark, because this is like pretty scary. We should all be on the same page about everything.
If I tell Spark, he's not gonna let me touch anything ever again.
Maybe that's for the best, Pip. If you don't tell Spark, I'm gonna tell Spark.
Okay.
Look, if you don't tell Dad, I'ma tell Dad, okay? Don't tell your dad. It's better if it comes from you, all right?
Literally.
Listen, I did make Spark with part of Squad Dad in mind, so I'm happy it's actually happening.
Aww.
Very much so.
Totally.
I guess he's gonna go tell Spark. So, he tells Spark.
Does Pip still have the cursed tome in his hands, by the way?
Oh,
Probably. Eris didn't take it back yet.
I forgot to say that. I forgot to say that he would have given it back, so I guess he still has it. No, he would have given it back before going to back and see Spark.
Yeah, and before Pip goes to tell Spark, Eris is going to say, any more funny business, and I will burn this book.
Oh, okay.
That is a promise. She puts it away.
Just let me. Just let me write down like the names of all the spells so I can look at them later.
I was supposed to say,
Okay, let's work on that later. I'm not going to burn it yet.
Okay.
Mads, above the table talk, just kind of a curiosity with how you run wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Could Pip undo the binding of the books and just transplant the pages into his current tome?
No, book surgery.
Okay.
No, you have to spend the gold, as written, you have to spend the gold and the time to transfer it over, which is why the fact that the false life spell Pip did not transfer over, it did it itself. It just did a little hop.
Weird.
Yeah, it did a little hop over to Pip's spell book.
So, can we say, for the sake of brevity, Spark's up to speed with everything?
Yes.
This is like...
Unless there's anything else Pip wants to add, then...
I don't think so. I can't think of anything to add.
You're like, I've told this story 3 times. I don't think so. I think that's pretty... Yeah, so Spark, you have as much information now, basically, as Stu has.
All right.
Vice versa.
See his own hands. He just didn't see his eyes. But he saw his hands, right?
You did see your hands.
Okay.
So that's why your eyes were black when you were using magic in that encounter. Alright. I'm sorry if this idea doesn't make any sense. But you mentioned that normally you have to hand transplant spells, right? They don't just magically jump over, and this one's didn't match the other one? Maybe the curse is in the tome itself and not you? Maybe you just have to abandon this tome and make a new one?
Which is fine.
Spark kind of lightly taps at Pip's tome. Yours. Maybe the fact that this spell not written in your handwriting is there is why your magic has changed?
To get rid of the spell?
Maybe if you do it by your own hand, it won't have the same darkening of your magic or give you nightmares?
I mean, I guess it's worth a try. I guess.
Maybe it's worth running by your instructor. I'm just, I don't know, it's an idea that came to my mind, but the way of arcane doesn't really make sense to me.
I'll definitely have to ask her. I mean, she knows a lot, so she might know something about this.
By the way, the ability you picked up recently that allows you to move stuff around.
Right,
yeah. It's nifty. Does it let you do other stuff?
I don't think so.
It, as per written, I think it's just the Mind Sliver and push-pull 5 feet.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. As far as I know, I don't even know, like, where it came from. I just know that, like, when we walked into that room with the devil and the cultist and Kenny, that guy, I just know he was right there, and I wanted him to not be. And then he wasn't. Do you think that has anything to do with it? I don't know.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
It's
fine.
Probably worth asking your instructor about, still. Speaking of, Ensbar kind of shifts to some of the gold that's tied between his armor and his belly. Well, his shirt and stuff. He's like, this is kind of uncomfortable, but should we possibly be prepared to buy our gift back, our treasure back from your instructor? Or...
We could try.
I'm worried carrying this much money, but I
really don't want to be dishonest or with her, or try to get it through other means that might be good. I don't know. I don't want to. She's done so much for me, and I just don't want to, like, ruin that, you know?
That's
the whole
fair.
thing has gotten me. I don't know. That up.
Tomorrow afternoon issue for us.
Oh, okay. That's so soon. All right.
Well, we're probably going... Is it today? Is it technically yesterday, or is it technically tomorrow?
I think it's like...
When's
2
today?
a.m.?
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3
Eris has been studying her notes and she pipes up, I think it's today.
Yes, but it's today.
I mean, technically it's always today.
Yesterday or tomorrow?
It's
It's
just
Thursday or
today,
Friday.
Spark. It's today.
I'm not used to being up this late. I only did Night Watch once, and I fell asleep partway through it at the temple, so the clerics were like, yeah, no, we're not going to make you do this.
As this conversation is happening, Nefira, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah.
Are we actually going to have to fight the Tiamat Collection Squad?
That's a 13.
A 13.
And I don't know my modifier because I can't pull up D&D Beyond.
Your modifier is a +1, I think.
I think so.
So Nefira, you've just finished kind of talking with Pip. You're recovering from going unconscious, kind of dealing with that whole situation. Maybe thinking like, did I see anything? If Pip saw something, I don't know. And as you're kind of sitting there, you feel what seems like a slight squeeze on your shoulder, like someone resting their hand on your shoulder and giving you a squeeze.
Mm.
And then you feel suddenly a weight kind of around your neck. And looking down, there is a necklace of black cord holding an obsidian rectangle that is just now dangling over your armor. And that's what you now suddenly felt and see. There's nothing else around you. None of your friends are near you.
Yeah, she's gonna panic. They're just like, hey guys,
Yeah?
help!
Wait, where'd that
What?
come
What's
from?
wrong? Eris is gonna like jump up and be ready to fight.
Sparkle walk over from...
I was just sitting here and I was just thinking, resting, counting the money, and I felt this hand on my shoulder. I looked back, but there was nothing there, and then I looked down, and there's this necklace on my neck, and it was not there a second ago, and I didn't see anyone, and there was nothing around. I don't know who could have done this, and it just appeared. Guys, help! I'm scared.
So,
Pip, can you identify that?
Maybe.
we should try to get it off first, shouldn't we?
Eris is
I don't wanna
gonna
touch it.
Eris is gonna cast Mage Hand and
Getting it off will hurt
Yeah.
them.
If Eris is holding their
try
hands up, like,
see if she can take off the necklace.
Okay. You cast Mage Hand. A little spectral hand floats over, and you can easily take the necklace off.
And if you
well-
want to keep it off,
Nefira, you see
For now.
as this necklace kind of dangles in front of you, it's a obsidian rectangle, and it just twists. And the side that was against your chest, you see vertically inscribed in it a K and underneath it an L.
Do those letters mean anything to me?
my first thought is K stands for Kenny.
Kenny, we should have actually murked Kenny on the way out.
Oh no!
He rolled a bonkers high deception check and our passive insight didn't do it.
Okay, stands for Kenny Letty.
With that, still that, I believe 13 or 14 wisdom. No, it doesn't really mean anything to you.
So, hearing this, Spark's going on alert and looking around the room.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, yeah, changing out from the dice roller helped a lot. That's better on the first roll. What's my... Gosh darn, sorry. So used to it being a different window and on a different tab. Oh, wait. Better. 15 total.
15 total. You look around and you see all your friends kind of panicking. You see Fisk, who is now stood up. He's kind of got the infernal puzzle box tucked underneath his arm, also looking around, the dagger out that Nefira got him, as he can tell that you all are panicked about something, but he hasn't, and he heard Nefira panicking, but he hasn't really come over to you all as he was off in the corner. You look around, the door is still closed to this vault. None of the items seem to be touched. Doesn't look like anyone else is in here or has been in here, other than you all.
This is potentially bad. It doesn't look like anything's shifted.
Pip, can you identify this?
I can try. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
cast identify as a retrieval. Where's it at? Let us
So
go.
I guess during the 10 minutes that Pip's doing the ritual cast, Fisk, can you come over here?
Yeah. What's going on?
And Nefira felt something touch her, and as you can probably tell, there's no sign of anything entering, or so there might be something in here with us already. I figure it's safer if we're all close together.
Right. All right. Sure. Yeah. He just turns his back, kind of puts his back so it's in towards you all, and just posts up with a dagger to see if he spots anything. And he's still got the puzzle box clutched tight to his chest.
Spark is shield out, mace glowing.
Nefira's at this point has definitely like pulled out. And
How many of your daggers?
Yeah.
I was about to say, are you going to
Nefira's
just
probably
go
holding like 3 daggers in each hand.
Wolverine?
Useful.
3 daggers in each hand and one of your
Ready to
original
just throw
daggers
them.
in your mouth, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Yes.
What's,
No, wait. 2 daggers in their offhand, a short sword in the dominant hand, and another dagger in their mouth. Yeah.
Nice. What's Eris doing? You have this necklace. You probably put on the ground for Pip with your mage hand. What's Eris up to?
Eris is definitely standing guard over Pip, so that way if something does happen, Pip can keep casting this Identify spell, and has Vesper on lookout as well.
Cool.
I was about to say, I guess if we're going to talk formation stuff, probably Pip and Eris in a corner of the room, and the other 3 doing a semi-wall in front of them.
All right, yeah. Fisk has joined you right there. A very tense 10 minutes goes by with all of you jumping at the slightest flicker of a shadow. This is... You all are so beaten. It's middle of the night. You're underneath a cultist leader's house in a creepy dungeon in a vault that should only be one very secure way in and out, and you locked that door. And Pip, you finish casting Identify, and nothing goes off. This is not magical. You can't tell anything about it because it is simply a necklace that has a black obsidian rectangle and the carved into it KL on one side. Doesn't pop for anything.
Oh no.
I don't trust it. This is both in and out of character.
Nefira's very freaked out.
Should we leave it here?
It makes it scarier for some reason.
Do we take it with us? Like, what's the plan?
Oh.
I don't
leave
know.
it here.
It might end up being important. I really don't want to... I don't know what to do.
Maybe we can hide it, and I'll draw a picture of it so that next time we come across somebody that might be
come back here. We probably should.
Yeah, but someone could.
Maybe bring it with us, but like wrap it in something and shove it in a backpack and not wear it or touch it with actual hands.
Mad. I know we talked about it being fair for me to assume that Spark is aware of like cleric and paladin spells up to like 3rd level or something.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be fair for him to have even the slightest idea of what Scrying is? And how that potentially works?
Give me an Arcana check.
Dice don't fail me now. 16 total.
16 total? Okay. Now let me see what Scrying is.
I think it's a 5th level spell.
Yeah, I'm reading the spell right now. Yes, so you would be aware that with Scrying, that it would be the other way around. For Scrying, the person, if they were going to be scrying on Nefira, would need to have something of Nefira's. If giving something to Nefira does not allow you to scry on Nefira, they could scry on the object, but if it's wrapped in a bag, it would be away from directly on Nefira. However,
right.
you rolled a 16?
Yeah.
You would also know that if they got close enough to see Nefira, it would also affect that they would have a good likelihood of being able to scry on them regardless, because they have physically been able to see them and been in the same room.
Yeah, the thought Stu had was they know what Nefira looks like, and I know some DMs rule where it's like, if you have an object, like, let's say this is a matching pair of necklaces, makes it easier.
Yeah, so it does. If you have like if you have first-hand knowledge, you have met the target. It just makes it a 0, a +0. If you have like something from a possession of theirs, it makes the save much harder for the person being scryed upon. But in this case, they would need to have taken something from Nefira. And you would not exactly know how to phrase that as Spark.
Yeah.
You would just know that, like, in all likelihood, this probably didn't change a whole bunch, except for the fact that if they hadn't seen Nefira before, they now have.
Yeah, like... Yeah, if we're gonna take it, we should absolutely wrap it and shove it somewhere. I'm more worried about the fact that somebody dropped this off on you.
Yeah, I'm really freaked out. Like, really freaked out. Nefira's gonna huddle closer to everybody and just hold on to Spark's leg. Because
He's gonna... He's gonna move the mace into the shield hand and just assuredly hand on shoulder for now.
Alright.
Just kind of close, be like, I'm scared.
It's fine.
Especially because we were just talking about how scared for Pip we are with his curse, and now this just happened, and yeah, I'm pretty freaked out.
And Spark kind of looks over at Eris. Mm-hmm. It might be worthwhile just leaving once we feel recovered enough. The less time we spend here, possibly the better.
Please.
I know you want hard evidence, but
I mean,
I
the
don't think
Duke's already dead, so...
I know, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm worried that y'all aren't gonna like that I say this, but I'm worried that killing her was a mistake. We don't know anything about her plan. We have no concrete proof. We don't know who's in on it. We don't know what Krieg is doing. We can't talk to her because she's not alive anymore. Like, what are we gonna do? We may have cut the head off the snake, but, like, what if the body keeps going? We don't know what she's got planned. Like chickens. We've seen them run with their heads cut off before.
Pip shudders.
We have. we know the names of her other sons, and we can tell Zaj about this basement entrance. I might have destroyed a statue, but if he can act quickly, I don't think the other members can cover this up quickly enough.
Well, we do... Eris starts slipping through her notes. Well, we know that one of her sons...
Vesper's holding the notes, so you can...
operating out of the lone lantern. So maybe they have something incriminating there. I still really want to have Vesper or Val. Maybe Vesper could do it. Peek into the house. We could be outside. She could just fly in, take a quick look around.
If we do that, I think we don't feel more comfortable, I know, being in the room that we slept with Kenny in. It definitely feels a lot safer than this room.
Okay. We could also do it from here, too. That way, at least things that can't walk through walls will be not able to get in.
You get the familiars out.
And that room, the wine cellar room, was closer to the exit, right?
Mm-hmm. It was closer to the exit, and it had a staircase that went straight up into the what you assume is the villa.
Yeah.
So, I feel... And I'm going to do this with... I would feel bad knowing this, but not mentioning this. It's not something people of my discipline can do, but occasionally when a poacher would die in the woods, the body would be brought back to a cleric to be asked about for their colleague. And Spark kind of looks over at the Duke's body. We know a cleric in the city who might give us 10 minutes to explain. We would just have to smuggle a body out with us.
Yeah, Fisk is listening to this conversation and turns to you all as like, look, I don't mean to bring down this wonderful planning that you all are doing. I think if you walk anywhere in all of Baldur's Gate with a Duke dead on you, you will not have 10 minutes. You won't even have 10 seconds. Just a thought. I mean, to be fair, if you know this, I am sure that Captain Zaj is also familiar with this. If you leave the Duke's body, they could also do something similar on their own account. Also, there's blood. Sorry, there's blood in my... this fight. It was so vicious.
Sorry, I could only give you a slight edge off.
No, it's fine. But yes, no, I think you would be putting yourselves in a lot more risk walking around with a dead Duke than leaving her here.
Not to mention,
if someone attacks you while you are carrying her and then you kill them, that is just adding to what makes you all look very bad.
Not to mention, she's not small.
Yeah,
No.
and
She is bigger than almost all of you. No, she's bigger than all of you. Even you Spock, you're a big man. She's
Yeah.
She doesn't sound really like she would be willing to talk, even if we got that spell to work. So it might end up being all that risk just for her to not even talk at all. We should definitely leave this to Zaj.
All right.
Yeah, we'll tell him.
How much?
We can give her the key. We can lock her in here. Give
how
him
much
the key.
is he paying you for this?
Yeah, not enough.
Exactly.
Not enough.
They get it. Not enough. No. Do it with the minimum, okay? I did not expect to be locked up, alright? I'm asking for way more when I get back. Savikas and I, we are going to talk. I'm going to get way more money. This was a lot. I nearly died so many times.
Yeah, you kind of get better at staying alive.
And looks over at them and is like, I potentially want very nice armor, but I've heard it's quite expensive. Do you think we can talk
up the price just a little bit?
Yeah, Zaj.
Possibly. Spark kind of looks over at Eris and is like, you're familiar with Sanj. Do you think we stand a chance doing that?
Do I think we stand a chance?
You give me an insight check on Zaj.
Okay. That would be a 14. Nope, 12. It's a 12. Yeah.
You gather that if things had gone a bit better and maybe you had brought anyone alive to Zaj to testify or any concrete evidence, you might have been able to negotiate the price. But bringing back, like, hey, we killed her, take our word for it, and go check out the basement underneath a Duke's house, he's going to give you the 200 and hope to never see you all again.
We shouldn't have let Kenny go. Okay, we need to go into the house, as in our familiars. We need to find some evidence. I'm sticking to that. That's my plan. I'm sending Vesper in.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Maybe I can send Vesper outside, and then I can send Valen through the stairs, so that we get from like 2 different or 3 different directions. Cover more ground. Maybe?
Yeah.
Right. First, we finish catching our breath. Then we relocate and go from there. Fisk, how long are you going to be sticking with us?
Well, honestly, I was going to wait. You all are dealing with a lot. I have what I came for. I'm just trying to get out of the city. But I was going to say, if you were all willing to maybe escort me to Candlekeep, that would be extremely helpful. I don't feel entirely safe traveling with something so important just myself. Though I can move quicker by myself if I am attacked by anything. Would you
possibly be willing to wait a day? Sprite kind of looks over at the group, is like, Data, we did kill a duke.
Yeah, I mean, I think a day is fine. I will lay low. I have been renting a place, I rented a few days. Hopefully it's still there.
I mean, you could stay at my house. There's not a lot of space, though. I don't know if all of us could fit in my apartment.
Yes, sure. Yes, I was staying in Little Kalimsham, so it is outside of the city, a little harder to get to if you're within the city walls. I'm willing to whatever is easiest. I just am not going to leave this out of my sight. Also, they put a necklace on you, but they didn't take anything. That is very weird.
That's
Mark actually pauses and starts padding through his stuff. And
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, yeah. I want to check, too. I'll take my stuff.
That's a good idea.
Oh, no. I got a 10. I got a 10. I rolled a 4.
I rolled
got
a 4,
an 8.
too. Oh,
got an 8.
An 8? Okay.
So,
10. What did Nefira
11?
get? 11? Okay.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, so as this has all been happening, suddenly you're like, wait, shit, did they take anything? Everyone started pats down, like, all the stuff. I mean, there is so much gold in here that you wouldn't know, really, if someone swiped a little bit off the top. But as far as you can tell, all of your own items are still here, and no one else has a nice new necklace. Just Nefira. Where is that necklace? Is it still on the ground, Pip? Where you were casting Identify?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. Who should I give it to?
I was going to have Eris pick it up.
Okay.
Because she seems to be carrying the cursed things.
Wait, Eris, we can't have...
How's Eris not cursed?
Because
she's not interacting with them. She has them in her bag, and she never touches them.
Boring. Square.
Yeah, that's the reason why she's a square.
Anyone who would curse Eris would be like, nah, she ain't gonna do anything.
Not interesting enough.
I won't get any good angst from watching this person spiral.
Exactly. Like, what is she gonna do? Stop taking notes?
Break some rules.
But they look over
loose a little.
They look over at the short folk and they're like,
yeah. Oh, she did put her hair back. She's like, at one point during the short rest, she like spent like 5 minutes putting her hair back perfectly in her little half back with her 2 braids, just 2.
But yeah, you finish the rest of your very tense, no longer... It was already a tense short rest, and it did not get better. And you are free to do whatever you are planning to do.
I guess we try to sneak back to the wine cellar and use that as our point of sending out the familiars.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, if you're going to be doing that, go ahead and give me a stealth check, everyone.
God.
Okay.
That's not good.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Y'all, my deepest condolences, but my dice decided to have a sense of humor.
Is it a 1?
You didn't get a 1, did you?
I did. My 2 rolls were a 7 and a 1.
Oof.
Eris has 18 for stealth.
So I rolled a 9.
But
My modifier for stealth is really high though. It's like a plus. It's either a +5 or a +7. I can't remember which.
Okay. So you're somewhere in the
I'm like
teens.
proficient in stealth.
Yeah.
So
you're somewhere in the teens. Pip.
I got 12.
Okay.
Pip was our hope not to potentially fail.
And okay, Eris got 19. Fisk.
So 18.
D&D Beyond finally came up.
Fisk got a dirty 20. So as you all are walking along, Spark
Clang,
is kind of
clang,
looking
clang,
around.
clang.
Yeah, clang, clang. And looks back at all the...
also,
very
wait,
concerned.
Yes,
Yeah,
stealth is
Mads.
+7.
Mads, I have the keys. I locked
So
up the
9 plus
vault
7.
after we left so that the Duke's body doesn't get messed with.
Okay, cool. Leaving all the bodies in there. And did you take the necklace, you said? You have the necklace
Yeah, I have
now?
the necklace. I need to
Okay.
write that down.
Same.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
The DM will remember this.
Right?
Oh no.
All right. So as you all are walking, Spark, you're very concerned about your small friends. They have a lot going on right now. There's a lot happening with them. They just got very injured. So as you're walking, Spark, you look back and just kind of veer off the edge to where the drop down is into the water, and your foot goes over the edge. And at the and at the last minute, Fisk grabs onto like the back of your collar, and almost goes in with you because he is not a super man, like tiny, but he manages to pull you back. It is not a quiet process, but you do not go plunk into the sewer water at the very least.
Thank you for keeping me dry. We should probably move quickly.
Yeah, we should be going. Yep, that is it. And picks up his pace. But you all make your way back around, past the prison, back up and into the wine cellar, or the storage room that's attached to the wine cellar.
Our favorite room.
Your favorite room. This
guess the
this dungeon
familiars
has
are-
so many rooms, and you've chosen this one to be your favorite.
Guessing the familiars stay out as we close ourselves into the one entry, one exit room.
Yes.
Yep. I was going to say, it's our favorite because it's the room with the wine.
Yes.
Do
And
any
cheese.
of us drink?
Oh, Eris does.
Nefera does not.
Everyone's like,
doesn't.
Eris is such a
Just has-
square, but she's the only one who drinks. Like,
Pip is not yet, but maybe he
She's
should.
like she doesn't party.
Yeah.
She'll go out for like a casual beer.
look, Pip might be picking up drinking after
Oh
this
no!
encounter.
Oh no!
Whenever the whole thing about spirits being the material component for false life, do you drink that? Because
You
would that
do,
be
yeah.
his first drink?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like
So, out of nowhere,
Nefera
Pip's
likes to
just-
beat sometimes, occasionally.
So out of nowhere, Pip just pulls like a spirit out of his
It's
component
just a
bag.
handle of Svedka and it's just downing, just
Oh,
taking a swig of
man.
Svedka before he puts it back. Oh my
It's
gosh.
just like, hold on, guys, I need to get ready for battle.
Love it. But yeah, all of you pile into this room. This is you brought your new friend again to this room.
It's like, oh, and this is the wine that we used to like,
right,
you
yes.
know, sanitize the
Oh
cult
right,
strips.
that was the one that smelled like
Sanitize.
alcohol,
Yeah, I
right,
hope
yeah.
it wasn't like a good year or something because totally wasted it.
Oh yeah, no, the 1243. Yeah, that's a very good year. You should have taken that one to go instead of using it, but it's fine. All right.
Anyway,
So as you all pile
Spark
in,
kind of looks back at the three. He's like, right, when you look through your familiars, all you got left is touch, right?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I haven't done it before. This will be the first time.
Okay, put your backs against the wall. Fisk and I will guard the door, and if stuff gets hairy and you feel yourself being shaken suddenly, please unplug.
yeah, I will kick you quite hard if anything goes wrong. I find it goes.
If
Hey,
you kick
look,
me, Eris can point at fist. I will punch you in
look,
the face.
That is fine. You can punch me, but if things are going poorly, I will kick you. Otherwise, how would you know? Okay, that is very obvious to come back.
We can feel just fine. We just can't hear or see.
Yes, you can feel a kick, and you'll know something has gone wrong.
Okay.
All right, great. Okay, go. We don't have much time. I want to
Okay.
be gone from here. I have an infernal puzzle box of the High Overseer of El Terrell in my hands. I want to leave.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give Val's little eyes under the door first.
Okay. They're out, so they're all out on the other side of the door. You close the door, so
Okay.
it is now we're
Time
now
to look
playing.
through their eyes.
Yeah.
I just imagine the familiars being like, we got weird owners.
We should separate. The familiars should separate. Split the
yeah,
familiars.
I think so too.
Cover more ground.
All right, so you all zoom in, warg into your familiars. Eris into Vesper, the
Red-tailed hawk.
red-tailed hawk. Pip into Val, who is a weasel? What is Val?
Weasel.
Weasel. There's too many animals. And
There are 3.
And Nefira into a raven.
And there's
Great.
the possibility of a 4th.
Oh, into a raven of Vendetta. All right, so it's Val, Vesper, and Vendetta. That's fantastic. Thank you all. It was real cute that they all have the same names until I now have to use them all in a sentence. Same
Oh, listen, if Spark gets one, he's also keeping the pattern.
I mean,
think
what's
it's
one
cute.
more at this point? You know?
We're never going to be able to use this spell again.
All right,
We're being cut off.
Where are you all going? I will be narrating as you go. Take turns. Let me know.
Vesper's going upstairs.
All right.
If there is an upstairs.
Go.
So there's the upstairs, which you all don't really know what is there, or the other part of like the dungeon. Those are the 2 options you have at this point.
Gonna go upstairs and then like split ways with Vesper.
All right. So
You got near the little door first. Just
So
to
if
see.
they're going upstairs and splitting ways, Vendetta should probably go the other way. And explore, you said the rest of the dungeon?
if there's
Okay.
anything else in the dungeon.
Yeah, Vendetta will do that then.
Okay. So we will start with Pip and Pip and Eris and your familiars. You see that they kind of fly or climb up the stairs and into the first floor of the house. There is a door that is to the cellar. That there is a pretty significant gap underneath. It's not too hard for Val to get under. Vesper has a bit more trouble as a bird squeezing under a door would. Just trying their best. But you see that they come out into what looks to be kind of a kitchen area, as this led to a storeroom. So from the kitchen, there seems to be 2 ways you can go. Do you split that way?
Yeah, Vesper can go right.
The left.
Okay. So Vesper goes right and comes out into what looks to be a dining room area. You see that there's a wrought iron chandelier that hangs above this black oak dining table surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs carved to look like devils. There's a fireplace on one wall, and it's flanked by red curtains around the windows. And there's this very, very elegant glass door wine cabinet that also stands against one wall. Let me get a better thing. That was too aggressive. And so that's what Vesper sees as they go around a corner. As Val goes the other way, Val kind of comes out into the main hallway that goes to the front door. You see that there is no one in this hallway. It is like middle of the night. Probably the best time for some animals that aren't normally in a house to be scampering around in a house. But you see, mainly it goes to the main hallway, and you can see there's a few doors that lead off. Val goes and pokes their head under a few of these front room doors. They seems to be like a sitting area. It kind of scares you, Pip, as Val goes under one of these doors and kind of skids to a stop as there's a 6-foot-tall, lifelike statue of the Duke, just standing there, like, very regally, like a marble statue. And you're like, it looks very lifelike. And especially in Val's different color vision that a weasel has. But otherwise, Val explores these front kind of rooms, and you don't see, there's, some bookshelves, nothing nothing crazy. This looks to be like the main receiving area for anyone the Duke would have coming over. As Vesper flies out of the dining room, you see, came in one door, out the other. You see that there's a stairwell that goes up to what looks to be the second floor of the house. So, at this point...
I'd like Vesper to head up there at some point.
Yeah, so, when you realize when Vesper gets to that stairwell, you will no longer be able to control Vesper. You can still stay in and see things, but you will have to just kind of give the order to, like, explore.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. So what, if you send Vesper upstairs, what are you doing with Val, Pip?
So there's just these rooms? There's no other, like, stairway or anything?
If you come back out, you see the dining room. You can also go in and see what's similar to, it's the same thing that Vesper saw, but there's no other rooms.
So if I've covered, like, all the ground downstairs, I'll just go upstairs then. And then, yeah. split ways with her if I can.
All right.
That's it.
So, yeah, you send your familiars upstairs, and they're going to be kind of free roaming now. So it's just going to be me as the DM telling, because you cannot control them. It's too far from where you have been sitting. The Spark and Nefira, you see... nope, sorry. Spark, you're the only one who sees. As you're sitting there, you see that Pip's eyes are this black with gold. There's quite a bit, it's quite a bit even now with the split between black and gold. There's like lines of gold through the black. Nefira's is purple? Nefira's eyes are completely purple, and Eris's are completely orangey gold. Orangey yellow, yes.
Like fire.
Like fire. So that is what you note as this is happening. Let's see. As you send them upstairs, we'll jump to what Vendetta is seeing. As I pull up a third map. All right. So you send Vendetta out.
Sorry for making you have so many maps up at once.
It's all good.
Oops.
We're speed running. This is some Minecraft speed running shit, as everyone's just sending zooming. So you send your Raven, out to go back around. You all have explored a good, like, portion of the, I guess you could call it, like, left side, right side, east side of this dungeon. So you send Vendetta all the way to basically the other side. You can see with the eyes, you follow out, back past the door with all the inscriptions of Infernal on it, where you had fought the devil the first time, and the temple to Zariel. You keep going, you see the dry hallway looking down where you can see all the way to the vault. You see the massive amounts of blood that is just on that hallway between everyone going down. That's where your last fight against the Duke happened. You keep going, and you can hear on the left a few voices coming from a room, and there's also another room on the right, but you don't hear anything coming from that room. What are you going to do with... You can still control just a little bit. You could probably tell Vendetta which room to go to, and then you will lose control with the distance.
So you said I hear voices in one of them?
Yes, coming from the left room.
I'll go to the left room and try to, if possible, like, peek either through the keyhole or underneath the door to, like, see if there's a way to see. And if not, just kind of, like, listen.
Okay. You can't really see under the door, so Vendetta kind of, like, lands on the doorknob and kind of looks into this room. And from what you can see, there appears to be maybe 3 or so, 3 cultists that are having a conversation with each other. They seem to be a bit nervous and heated. They're talking about, you can hear them say, well, the Duke left like an hour ago. She came by, she told us something was going on. I don't know. She hasn't been back. I don't know what's going on. And the other one's like, what should we do? And they're like, I don't know. I don't make decisions. You just hear this commotion back and forth as these couple of people are trying to figure out what to do with what limited information they have about the intruders, aka you all. But Vendetta keeps going past this room, kind of circles around and comes back, and you see, as you're seeing through Vendetta's eyes, you see that they pass the vault again, this time on their right, and are coming back the way you all have just come, completing this full circle of the dungeon.
Okay, I'm gonna send them back again to get a look at that other door.
Okay. You see that they go back and try to do a similar thing, peeking into the keyhole of the door. Does your raven have dark vision?
Does my raven have dark vision? I have no idea. Do they?
If you look up a raven in 5e, it should let you know if they have dark vision or not.
Okay. Let's figure this out.
Oh, 5e's kind of weird with the familiars they give dark vision to.
Yeah.
Like the fact that cats don't have dark vision, and it's
Makes no sense.
Wizards of the Coast, they are nocturnal. What are you playing at? Have any of you owned a cat?
Right.
It doesn't say.
And probably not.
So yeah, your familiar tries to peek in to this keyhole as well, but the room is completely dark. Can you make a perception check for me, please? And it's using hearing, so if you have advantage on that, which I think you do.
Ooh, do I?
I think a raven has advantage on...
Probably it should.
Actually, no, it does not.
No?
So just give me that perception check. You have...
Okay.
It can imitate things, which is fun.
That's a natural 20.
Hey!
Hey!
You hear...
Finally, a good roll.
Vendetta hears what sounds to be slight snoring coming from this room, but you cannot see through the door to figure out what's there or who is in there.
I'm sorry, my brain just went to Nefir being aware of the one kill per episode, and it's like, sorry guys, I'll be back. And just
kill.
Sneaks in the room, abuses the fact the person's asleep, and it's like, through the throat, comes back covered in blood, and it's like, what? And she's just like, another one on the belt.
Yep.
Oh, and I got a free dagger from it too. Adds to the
Ooh, I mean...
Please don't take that seriously. Do not split from the party.
But yeah, as
if and I did that and we suffered.
Yes. As Vendetta hears that, we are going to jump back to upstairs as Vesper and Val are ascending the stairs to the second floor. You see, as they both go up the floor, up on top, you see that there is 5 guards that are standing watch outside each of these doors. Can you give me? Have your animals been going stealthy? Would you have told them to go upstairs stealthily or not? Because they are no longer under your control.
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it, so I guess I probably shouldn't say that. I don't know.
Yeah, because Pip's done this a whole lot. So he's
I don't think I remembered to tell Vesper, so I don't think she's being stealthy.
All right, if you think Val is being stealthy, please give me a stealth check.
18.
Things are about to get noisy, but hey, none of us know this yet.
Yeah.
Hey, birds randomly wander into houses all the time.
Yeah.
That's so true. Hawks, though?
A hawk.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh no, where'd Stu go?
Just
In a
go,
big
pick up
house?
some paper, pretend to be a messenger. It's fine.
Oh,
What do you
that's
mean,
so
where'd I
cute.
go?
Oh, your camera jumped away for a second, but it's good now.
Okay.
Hey,
Alright.
Vesper is going to make a great distraction. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, so
We'll just need to spend some of that money so you can resummon them.
as Val is climbing up the stairs slowly, Vesper zooms up the stairs and almost straight into one of the guards, who very easily sees a hawk in the house and is not an idiot, as his boss is a very particular woman, or should I say was. They don't know that yet. And is going to swing at Vesper with their longsword.
Oh no.
That is going to be a 12.
It misses! Her armor class is a 13!
So as Vesper is just dodging in and out, Val, because there are 5 guards that now see one of them miss as this bird is dodging, and they're going to all attempt to attack this bird, which gives Val an opening. You see there are 5 rooms up here, as it kind of follows kind of like an L path. Is Vesper gonna, or I guess...
I feel like Vesper knows when to cut it quits. I don't know.
Would Vesper, or would Vesper just keep distracting and flying? Because you don't have control over Vesper right now.
I'm not sure, so I'm gonna roll a
roll
d4,
for-
and if it's a 1 or a 2, she'll run, and if it's 3 or 4, she'll distract. It's a 2, so she's running.
She's
I
running.
hope Vesper
Okay.
doesn't
Flying
come
away.
back to us.
Yeah, so Vesper goes straight back down the stairs, and at that point you can control Vesper again, as Vesper's now down the stairs.
I'm gonna have her fly outside.
Okay. There's
Sorry, I just got a kitten who loves to cry all the time.
yeah, you see Vesper
nice.
goes and just goes straight out like the chimney and outside.
That's something I wanted to ask you about, because Eris is afraid of heights, and so far Vesper has not flown higher than Eris is tall, and now she just flew out the chimney.
I would
do
say,
I need to do anything?
Yeah, give me if you want to stay connected to Vesper, like through her eyes, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think we're good. Good. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, so you see Vesper go straight out, and all of a sudden you're seeing this house from an angle. Again, you lose connection to where you can control Vesper, but you can still say in Vesper's eyes.
Okay.
and
every Spark would see Eris tense up and be like,
and
Spark
probably
moves over and places a gentle hand on.
yeah.
oh no!
No, she's not shaking.
She's gonna
her. It's just
Oh, okay. Okay.
like
okay,
a gentle,
Okay.
comforting thing.
All right, then she'll stay in looking through Vesper's eyes.
Yeah. Give me an intelligence, just an intelligence check for Val. I want to see if Val would know which bedroom to considering you are not controlling Val.
Well, her intelligence is a -4.
Hey, roll well.
But that is a 2. It's a -2.
Okay. So Val just dives straight for the first bedroom, as Vesper gave this distraction, and Val is not thinking to go any further. And you see that where do these stairs connect? Let me see. Zoom in. Oh yeah, okay. As Val dives into this first room, you see that it looks to be kind of a study. You see that there's a large oak writing desk in the middle of the room, and a matching chair and 2 black candles on it. There's some bookcases and a freestanding suit of black plate armor with a bucket helm and a longsword and shield. And you see, as Val kind of climbs up and onto this desk, you see a book that's titled Last Charge of the Hell Riders. That is closed on the desk currently. And you see that there is a room that goes further, or a door that leads to what looks to be another room beyond this, which, as Val comes up to it, they cannot get under this door. It is all the way to the ground. There's not any room. It looks to be much better secured. So they leave and go back out into the hallway. And I need you to re-up that stealth check for Val for me.
15.
15. You hear, as Val, you hear, there's another one. Get that fucking rat.
Oh.
And what is Val's AC?
13!
Let Pip have their emotional support familiar, not get poofed.
Yeah, and as you hear that, your connection gets severed as you are back in your own body, as Val has been poofed out of existence with with a longsword.
Who would attack somebody's weasel?
No!
I don't know, like sometimes a weasel and a hawk come running upstairs to where your boss has some incriminating evidence on them, and you're like, hey, I know wizards that do that shit. But yeah, so Spark, you see Pip jerk open eyes, or are their eyes open?
Go with Eris, he goes over, is like, everything go okay?
Daddy, but I'm gonna have to resummon the spell.
No, wait. Do you think they know to start looking?
Might.
Alright. And Spark will now go over and, like, gently shake Eris. And gently shake Nefira until he sees their eyes, like, unmagically glaze over.
Yeah, do you two come out of your your stuff? Okay.
Yeah, Eris is just gonna like
Vendetta would be coming back,
slide
right?
down to the floor.
You okay, Eris? It looked like you tensed up earlier.
Yeah. Vesper flew up the chimney.
Do you need a hug?
It's a really tall house.
Yes, I'm sorry we might not give you time to rest, but Pip said Val was seen and poofed.
Did you see anything before?
So the study. I know where it's at. So there might be evidence in there. There's a room off of it that I couldn't see into. So
Yeah, there are at least 5
That might
guards
be something.
upstairs.
yeah.
I do not feel comfortable intentionally engaging in a fight right now.
Fisk,
Anything worth trying to grab? I could send Vesper back in. Maybe through a window.
Maybe have her distract?
Or like at least look through the windows outside. Like up at the rooms from the windows outside.
Fisk kind of leans forward and he's like, well, if they do, they might suspect something is going on, but if we're quick, we get information to that Zaj fellow. Perhaps
he acts
they can
within
come
the-
back. Yes.
If they act within the day, that's not enough time to cover this much ground.
No, and with someone like the Duke, I imagine very few people would be willing to go move her things without her permission, which they cannot have because she is dead. So,
True, the fellow we... Is interrogate the right word for what we did to Kenny? He spoke very easily with us. The fellow we spoke with mentioned that everybody was kind of afraid of getting punched by her.
That tracks. Yeah, no, that makes sense. She was terrifying. I was. Right
I mean, I was punched by her, and
did that
it
feel?
was not fun.
Okay. Yes.
Again, Eris, thank
Eris
you
like
so much
lifts up
for-
her shirt and there's like
Yeah.
a Duke-sized like fist bruise just on her stomach.
Ooh, maybe
It's
we
like
do need to take
diaphragm,
a
yeah.
maybe
Yep.
we do need to take a bath tomorrow as well. But Eris, again, thank you very much for keeping her attention.
All in a daze.
But yeah, we should probably leave through the horse stable.
Yeah, to the barn where we came through. I'll see if I can get Vesper's attention. She's somewhere in the sky.
Fucking birds somewhere in the sky. God damn it. How dare she? How dare she do what she was meant to do? Be a bird.
Why don't you just pop her out and then just like resummon her?
Oh, I'll just do that then.
Pip's just like, hey, by the way, don't forget you could just do this.
I'm
Yeah.
just now imagining some guards running around out front, being like, "Yeah, there's the hawk," and it just
Now they're like, oh, shit.
Like a crossbow.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So,
somebody has the crossbow aimed. They just take the bolt out, and it's like, "I got him."
Oh.
but all right. So what are you all doing as you sit in this wine cellar,
I think we're sneaking out.
sneaking
Sneak
out?
through the
Yep.
way we came in.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's go.
Go
Yep.
ahead and give me another stealth check then. A little group stealth check.
Do not have a sense of humor.
Oh, thank God. I got a dirty 20.
Okay,
I can
that's,
re-roll that because that was a 1.
Oh my
Thank
god.
that's very good. So I'm probably not keeping that.
Okay, that's a 16, and then stealth is like +7.
Spark, did you
So-
roll a 1
guys.
again?
Roll one again.
No, opposite. I rolled an 18 and a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
20.
nice.
My
All
dice
right.
did decide to have a sense of humor, but not in the way I was anticipating.
All right. So
Okay.
dirty
Eris.
20,
Eris got a 21.
21. Fisk got a 17. Pip,
A dirty 20.
dirty 20. Silent.
Stealth.
I have
Now-
a dirty 23.
Dirty 20.
Go.
Yeah, silent. You all have got your shit down finally. Either that or you're all panicked enough that like you're all like on pins and needles.
Sparks got is so sucked in, he can feel his spine on both ends.
Yep.
Oh.
You all creep back out the cellar, and basically it's a straight shot to the hatch that leads up to the barn. You are creeping through these green lit tunnels, and as you come out, you slowly open and look around. There doesn't seem to be anyone in the barn. It is like 3 a.m. As you flip open this this nice little wooden trap door, and you are out, all of you, into this barn. You can see the horses. There's kind of 4 horses that are in here. They whinny a little bit, nothing too crazy. Just more like someone's woken them up at 3 a.m. They're not super happy about that situation. But you are now slowly close the latch, and you feel for the first time this like cool breeze on you. You can really tell how heavy that incense was that you have just spent hours in, nearly half a day in, as
Spark takes a deep breath
Yeah.
of actual air.
as you are out in the cool, damp morning. And you know what? If you all are going right out and over, I would
We
say
are going right out
that
and over.
you will keep that stealth check. If you're trying to do anything else, it will re-up that stealth check.
Nope.
So,
Spark's already heading towards the way
Oh,
they came in, and he's in position to
Because
like.
Eris wanted to quickly investigate the barn for incrimination.
And we're just like, no, we're going.
No,
What if Eris does it and everyone else gets through?
No.
Spark would walk back over, kind of just gently grab at her.
Yeah, just grab Eris's hand and drag her along.
We all get out together. We all get out together right now. Oh.
But the incriminating evidence could be in the barn.
this was like,
Stop.
I don't
Let's
think
go.
it's in the barn. You came in the barn. It's not in the
It
barn.
didn't.
Yeah, we
Eris,
already looked
it's-
through the barn. Remember when we were
Eris,
trying to find the
it's not
trap door?
the
We didn't
anvil.
see any evidence.
The anvil was not the
I-
incriminating evidence.
But it just
And-
looks so suspicious.
And
I don't think
Spark
so.
will just try to like talk Eris into being the first one. He helps vault over.
Get
yeah,
Eris
Eris is
out,
the
yeah. So yeah, you all managed to get back over the wall that surrounds the Vanthampur villa, and you are now in the streets of the upper city, and not safe yet, because you should all not be here. And it is 2:30 in the morning. The gates, Eris and Pip, you would know the gates do not open till 5 a.m. You have at least 3 hours where you are going to need to find somewhere to hide. But let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back to that. But you have officially made it out of, that is 2 purple, out of the villa. So
We are no longer in the cult basement.
Yes.
And that's it.
So as you all have just landed over the wall of the Vanthampur villa, you have this stately stone house, large 2-story house behind you. It is the middle of night, and you are all very aware you should not be here, as you will get in a lot of trouble. Your stealth check is still up for now, as you have kind of just gotten over the other side of the wall. Where are you all going? You only know a few places. You know this place, and you know that there was a park that you all had been to before. That's about all you know right now.
Spark kind of fumbles to try to grab Eris's hand and Nefera's hand. He's like, I'm not casting light.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, yeah, I can't see either. Shit. Fisk is like, I am a human. Fuck, I forgot.
Okay,
there are lights right on the outside of, like, the Vanthampur villa wall, but once you move beyond that, it will start to get dark.
I was about to say,
Pip, do you want to take Nefera, and I can take Spark and...
Take Nefera's hand.
all right. Spark
Eris is gonna
go, grabs
take Fisk and Spark's hands, yeah. And
All right.
I guess they're gonna...
Eris, I figure you probably know a place that we can lay low for a few hours, or have an idea of where they might not look too often.
Do I? Because it doesn't sound like I do. I don't know how much I've been up here, but it doesn't seem like a lot.
Yeah, you do not. You see Fisk you hear Fisk kind of go, well, I know when I was here previously, there was, I was waiting to sneak in. There's an alley just around the way. They kind of stack boxes a bit haphazardly for one of the local shops. We can try to get behind there and position it. It's not great, but it's about all I really know.
Okay, let's try that then.
Lightly kind of squeezes Fisk's hand as like a yeah.
All right.
So he can't give a thumbs up.
Great. I will just give directions because I cannot see. All right, so we're going to go down about 3 blocks and then a left and then a right and a left. And so you all make your way kind of crouching, shuffling through these streets. Again, these are immaculately kept stone streets. There's no dirt, there's no dust. Almost no one is out at this hour, which those of you from the lower city know that's not the case at all. The lower city almost comes to life more so in the evening as people are looking for targets that they can rob and steal from and all manner of shitty things. But you all, through Fisk, get a little turnaround. Fisk was like, no, a right, not a left. But you managed to make your way, and you see this kind of corner. It buds up against the 35-foot wall that is the wall that separates the upper city and the lower city. So you have the wall to one side, a shop, you're in an alleyway between the two, and you have these boxes. This is not normally something that's asked for. I think I want, like, a group deception or performance. You can tell me which one, as you are attempting to disguise this fort. Make yourself a little hideout to hide in.
Well, for me, it's a 0 for both.
Yes,
I did do a great job in the school play.
The notorious
way back.
True.
Eris,
I also have a 0 to both.
My acting was flawless. My ability to not be flammable was not.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
My modifier for both is same, so I guess Spark's gonna try to make it look natural.
Okay, yeah, let me know what you want. We'll make this
performance, what was the other
Deception?
one?
No, I'm taking that back. We're gonna make this a little skill challenge. Everyone tell me what you're doing, and what you want to roll. The DC for a roll will be higher if people do the same roll. Fisk is like, I'm quite good about hiding things. I can be very deceptive. I know I've been very straightforward with you. Or have I? But I have.
Insight check!
Yeah, Spark's insight check.
Yeah,
I got like a natural 20 on my insight check.
God,
I got a
16.
I got a 16.
23 total.
As you all freak out when he says that, you all like jump. You all like jump to like go. He's like, I am joking.
I got a 4.
You think he's absolutely telling the truth. No, the rest of you, he's like, I'm joking, and you realize he was in fact trying to make a joke to lighten the situation. You all are just panicking right now.
Just on edge.
It was a joke. I am a good liar, but I have not lied at all. All right, so
Mads, please don't give us combat because I think you just burned all of our good rolls for the night.
I know you all rolled so well to see that someone was in fact joking with you.
Well, I didn't roll.
Eris,
I was just saying, like, originally it was a nat 20 last time.
So Eris is a square and was for sure a bad liar and didn't tell a lot of lies, but she's great at acting, so she's gonna roll performance.
All right, performance for Eris.
Can I roll a stealth for?
Sure. Yeah, to
Something
try to
cool.
to try to
that's
help.
my highest.
Yeah, try to help make everyone maybe quiet as they're doing things. You help quiet it down so it doesn't soundtrack noise.
Eris got a 14 in performance.
14 in performance. That is one success.
Let me add these numbers together.
I'm trying to think of how Spark would.
You can also use spells if you have them. That is allowed as well.
No.
Said directly.
I think I have any that would help
said
in
directly
this
to the
situation.
22.
You got that
I
minor
rolled a
illusion.
22.
I got minor illusion, but
A 22 with stealth, that is a success.
Could Spark try to swing survival and be like picking up on how owlies usually look to try to, I guess, either use his deception or survival skills to try to blend the stuff. Try to make it seem less conspicuous.
Survival. I'd say survival could be. Because that's used for tracking as well, right?
Yeah.
And that could be like patterns of watch going by. Luckily, there's no watch that walks. The wall is not like wide enough to have anyone on the top, so you're just gonna have patrols along the bottom.
That would be an 18 total.
18 total. That is another success.
Proficiency. I went going for character flavor.
And
pays off.
With that is 3 successes. So technically, nothing else is needed from anyone. But if you want to try Pip, and I will roll a deception for. Fisk,
I was thinking.
Will help. It will just keep adding to everything.
I was thinking maybe like investigation to kind of like see if there's any kind of like any little nooks and crannies we can squeeze into. Because minor illusion lasts 1 whole minute.
Wow.
So that won't help at all.
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me an investigation. Fisk rolled a 15 for deception. So
well, here's the thing. My investigation modifier is a +7, but I did roll an @1.
Okay, great. So that is a fail.
It is.
So Pip, you're trying to look around and you start like pulling one of the boxes away, and everyone's like, "Pip, no, what are you doing?" You're like, "I'm trying to find a spot," and you push it back. But that is 4 of 5 successes, and so you all kind of huddle up here. You have roughly about 2 hours, probably 2.5 hours, because you do not want to be walking to the gate at 5 a.m., as that is very suspicious. If you wait a little bit and people could have come and gone, get to the gate around 5:30, there should be no issue leaving. So yeah, you all spend a very quiet and stressful 2.5 hours kind of cramped in this small alley.
I was about to say, Spark's gonna suggest like huddle for warmth.
Yeah. As it's a light mist starts to fall, as of course it does, because it's Baldur's Gate and the weather is never good.
It's like the worst of New York and Seattle.
Exactly. But yeah, you all spend your morning huddled in a crate, like behind crates in the upper city, as you all see the sun slowly begin to rise over the horizon. And that looks way too orange. There we go. As the sun slowly begins to come over the horizon, it's still a bit rainy, but you all have made it to 5:30 in the morning. It has been a long one, kind of. You did get up at 10:30 at night, but it's been a long situation, a long day.
It's a long week.
It's been
And
a
it's
long
only
week. And
it's been a long day.
Tuesday.
It's a long day, and it's only 6 a.m.
Yeah. So yeah, you are all free to move about. You hear people starting to kind of walk by. You plan it quickly where you don't hear anyone. And you kind of like come out from the alley. There's still not a ton of people on the street at 5:30 in the morning, and you kind of all just duck your way along to the main road. And
Eris
out.
is definitely the kind of person to act casual by whistling. I'm walking down the street like, I can't whistle right now. Not on command.
Isn't whistling always on command?
Check.
Well, I usually can whistle, but right now I can't. So y'all aren't getting my whistling tonight. Sorry.
Aww.
To disappoint. Maybe I'll do it later.
Like when we're doing our post-session banter, you'll just whistle unintentionally, and it's like
Sometime in the 4 hours after this.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yes, you all are back out into the main street. You pass the through the large gate. No one really gives you a second glance. They do look at you all, but they don't really look too heavily. It is 6 a.m. and I don't care how well paid you are as a guard. No one wants to be awake and on duty.
I was about to
at 6
say,
a.m.
luckily it's a different shift.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you all are now, you never thought, but you breathe a sigh of relief as you re-enter the dirty, grimy, dangerous parts of the lower city. And Fisk turns to you all and is like, all right, so now what?
Eris' department first, then we go see
Shouldn't
Zod?
we just go straight to Zaj? No, we should probably do something about,
you are all
you know.
jingling. Yes, just a little bit. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we should probably, maybe we should just spend it all now.
Oh, spending spree. Oh,
No, wait. Should we go get the 200 from Zaj first and then go shopping?
Shopping
Yes.
and then get the 200 so we don't spend it all at once.
Yes.
Smart.
Shopping.
That's smart.
Very
That's
smart.
smart.
Yeah, my thing.
We know.
But we
Eris
should
has
spend
one day.
money.
Fisk looks at you, Eris, and is like, so I did see everyone giving you their items, and I overheard that you, like, holding on to cursed items. Do you think I could put this in your bag as well? And he holds up the infernal puzzle box.
Bar kind
I
of
don't have any
pauses,
bag.
and he's like,
Sure. I'll
the
take it.
idea was to let Fisk chill in your apartment, sleep.
Yes. Oh, I would. Okay, I take it back. I will hold this, and I will go to sleep in your apartment. I'm fine with that.
Okay, I'm not okay with you just being in my apartment unobserved.
I'm not going to take anything. What will I take? What do you have there that I would want?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Information.
That's a trap. You're gonna have me tell you all the valuable things in my apartment,
What
and
is
then
valuable?
I'm gonna go home and they'll be gone.
What is valuable in your apartment?
Nothing. I am
What's
so
your mom's middle
broke.
name?
I have.
Where did you grow up? What street did you grow up on? I need this. It's very important information.
Didn't we make this joke last week?
Yeah. No, we
Yeah.
made it last night, I think, when we were hanging out.
Oh.
Okay. Eris is gonna give Fisk the key to her apartment. Tell him, okay, lock the door behind you. We'll have a knock. When you hear this on the door, that's us. Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna be awake?
Can you?
I
Just...
will knock loudly. And
Okay.
if you don't pick up, I will kick my door down.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
Hey,
What?
And if you steal something, I will get you.
what if you leave Vesper here to watch?
Oh yeah, Vesper's gonna go with him.
Okay, that is fine.
Yeah,
Watch out.
and her orders are, well, familiars can't attack.
But they can
Sit
intimidate.
there and watch as he steals all your stuff, and Vesper can't do shit.
But at least we'll
Vesper
know.
is just gonna be like, I really hope my master plugs into my vision at some point
Vesper's
soon.
like, Vesper's the worst ring doorbell.
Well, it's gonna make me feel better if Vesper goes. So
Yeah.
Vesper's gonna go.
So yeah, you
Look scary.
Do you stop by your apartment, or do you just give Fisk directions?
I don't mind stopping by my apartment first if we quick check to double check to make sure no one's following us.
Okay, yeah. Everyone can go ahead and give me a perception check. Is you all head to Eris's apartment?
Eris got a 15.
Oh,
Plus
11.
perception.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
plus 3.
Man, I'm
Perception's
not
plus
good in cities.
My perception go up? I don't think
country
it did. Anyway,
boy.
18 plus 3. That's a 21, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Between
21.
Eris and
You can
Nefira,
do math.
I didn't hear what Pip got.
12.
12. Between Eris and Nefira, you are pretty sure that no one is really following you or paying too much attention as you all slowly walk through the city to not make too much noise. But keeping up a pace that looks casual. It's very much like we're too fast, we're too slow, we're too fast, we're too slow. As you all walk through the city, we get to Eris's little building. Do you want to describe your building, Eris?
Yeah.
Your apartment.
So the building, it's, a classic, I guess, lower city, Baldur's Gate building. The first floor is what's supposed to be a florist, but she lives in a pretty poor part of town, so they sell the same plant. All of it's exactly the same. It's a pretty crappy looking plant. And so they go up the stairs. There's 3 doors on the hall. One leads to the one toilet in the entire building.
No.
The other to the left is the person who also lives on her floor. And then to the right is her apartment. Everyone goes in. It's tiny. It's so small. She's got a couch where she's going to let Fisk sleep on. She's got a small area to cook her own food. A little desk up against the window where there's a flower box outside. On the desk is a dead plant, but outside there's a flower box where the flowers are doing great. And her bed, and that's pretty much the whole apartment.
Nice.
It's pretty cramped with all 5 of them standing in there.
Yeah. So yeah, you all go up to Eris's apartment. You see Fisk is like, I'm just going to take a nap.
Yeah, on the couch, not on the bed.
Yeah, that's fine. I will even sleep on the floor. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, the floor's great.
Sparkle.
I didn't expect you to say yes.
rolled
but okay.
out. Sparkle rolled out his
And her
bedroll.
apartment is very clean. It's very neat, very organized. Nothing is out of place, no clutter, which is why she wants him to sleep on the floor because he's covered in blood.
That's fair. He's like, it's fair.
I do find it hilarious just how suspicious we are of Fisk, despite the really high perception checks we've
The insight
perception
check
check.
that we
The insight
just
checks?
made.
Fisk is the first person you all have met that is actually trying to do good, and you don't like him. Kenny and Mortlock, you're like, they're actually evil, and you're like, nah, those
We like to dodge them instantly.
Here's the thing. Spark is chill with this. He's like, yeah, this is my guy. He came back for us.
Yeah. The rest of you are like, don't like him. Get him out of here.
Oh, Spark's
It's
just
not
like,
that I don't like him. I
the
just
fear-
don't
the fear's
trust
got no
strange
brain.
men in my apartment. Eris is gonna take. She's gonna leave the puzzle box with him, and she's gonna take the key though. She's locking him in her apartment.
actually, sorry.
Hey,
Spark
if he's
doesn't
good
have
at
a
getting
bed.
out of things, if he's a good spy, he can get out himself if he needs
Can you
to.
unlock the door from the inside?
Probably, but you know
Yes.
what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I have my key. I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry. Spark doesn't actually have a bedroll. He offers Fisk his blanket, and he's like, to help you sleep, I'll probably want this back tonight, though.
Okay, sure. Sounds good. I will, yeah.
Get some rest. We'll see you soon.
Okay, yes, have fun. Have fun. And he goes to lay down with the puzzle box to the side of him. And you all pile back out, tramps down the stairs at 6:30 a.m. in Eris's a tiny apartment, definitely waking some neighbor. And you're back outside, minus Fisk, in the morning of Baldur's Gate. Where are you going first, Zaj?
I thought we were going to spend some stuff first and then go to Zaj.
Do either of you know of a shop that might have magic items?
I assume Pip would know. I'd also like to get armor.
Yes, I would like to upgrade my armor. And he kind of pulls a chain off of his man. It's like, maintenance is getting kind of rough, and he puts it back in place.
Yeah, you all have been to Sorceress Sundries before, where you got all of your stuff for the incense and whatnot beforehand. You do know that is a magic shop with quite a bit of things there.
Then...
Yeah, I want to go by there and get some more fine familiar material.
Yeah.
Sorceress Sundries.
Yeah, easy enough. You all head to the Sorceress Sundries. You see, again, it is raining. This is the second time you've been to what would be a beautiful building if there was sunlight. It's a domed stained glass roof on top of this tall circular shop. It's a lot of open air kind of floors that are just on these wooden pillars connected by staircases and ladders. And you see on the bottom floor, there's behind the counter a young human male who you've met before, just looking very sleepy, as it's probably around 7 now, as it's taken you a little while to get to Eris's apartment, and then from Eris's apartment to walk to where Sorceress Sundries is. But he looks a little sleepy as he is just opening the shop for the day.
Reminder, everyone has...
Yes!
If I got the numbers right from the end of last session for how much money we got from the vault, we should each have 581 at the moment to spend. Pieces.
Cool. Yeah, so as Pip walks in and just is like, shouts Cassius's name, you see he kind of just smiles. He's like, oh.
Energetically waving.
Yeah.
Too energetic for 7 in the morning.
Yeah, for 7 in the morning. You're
looking rough.
It's, I hope everything was useful to you yesterday.
It's been a day.
It's been a day since you saw him.
We've had a night.
Mm-hmm.
We would potentially like to peruse your stock.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Please. I'll be here if you have any questions. Pip, wonderful to see you again.
I guess I'll get to my potential point. And Spark kind of looks over and is like, do you have any magical armors or shields available?
Or weapons?
Weapons,
magic weapons.
Let me look in the book.
Preferably anything that somebody who's more good with their hands could benefit from with weapons.
Right. Let me look. We're a bit dry at the moment. Everything with El Terrell, I'm sure as you've heard, the Flaming Fist and the City Watch have taken let's just say they've taken things, and my boss is unhappy. They've not paid. He just like goes on a rant at 7 a.m. about like how the fact that the City Watch and the Flaming Fist have basically just acquisitioned all magical armor and weapons from people in the city that normally sell them for their own protection.
I didn't get any of that, so...
You're like, I'm adding that to the list.
No, Eris wouldn't just go in without paying.
I was about to say, it's more something to talk to Zaj about.
Yeah. And so he looks and he's like, I mean, I have a +1 leather, but that is... honestly not worth it when you could just get studded leather and it would nearly be as useful.
Do you have studded leather?
I do not sell mundane armor, but there are plenty of people nearby who absolutely do. And you all would recall you did check the price tag on some armor at a stand when you had been going into the upper city. So you do have an idea of where someone who at least is selling mundane armors is.
Cool, definitely stopping there.
He's like, so unfortunately, no weapons or armor, but most of our other stock of items is still good. So.
Cool.
Did we get any potions?
Yeah, healing potions.
Sure, yeah, they're aisle 3.
Okay.
How many should we...
He drinks his Coke Zero at 7 a.m.
Yeah. What did you have for breakfast? Nothing. I'm doing better than you.
He's got a monster energy drink. For some reason, I think it's like one of the white ones. I don't even know what flavor that is, but I just imagine he's wearing he's drinking a white monster energy drink.
So once they all go to the signs, like, how many potions should we get? Because I at least want to get some armor, and I remember hearing some people on the street talk about interest in tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be worth swinging by there.
Yeah. Well, definitely at least one for each of us.
Yes, maybe come back here afterward to spend what's left.
Yeah. If everyone else is okay with that.
Alright, so I guess we all walk back there with like a potion for each of us.
Yeah. He rings that up. That's 200 gold. If you're getting common healing potions, it is 50 gold a potion. Mm-hmm. So if everyone wants to just take it out of their own money.
Spark's taking it out of his 5.
I don't have enough
now.
in my... Oh, sorry. I'm taking it out of my 581.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot before.
How much
I
were
don't have
the...
enough. I only have 13 gold.
No, you all have 581 gold. It's on you right now.
Yeah.
Plus
Okay,
whatever else you have.
I'm also keeping track and taking it off of the what's in the communal pool.
So I have... Okay, so I can add 581.
Add a potion of
And then
healing,
subtract 50 for a potion.
equipment.
And then the find familiar stuff is 10 gold pieces, right?
Mm-hmm. But you can get as much as you want.
Yeah.
For...
And then,
I'm gonna get 2 of those,
Okay.
plus a potion.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna get 3 of them.
Was there any like silver or copper with that too, or just the gold?
It was just gold, but you can transfer
can pay.
You can transfer it however you need to.
I'll just keep it in
for
gold.
stuff.
All right.
We're not gonna. This is not Monopoly. We're not gonna keep that close of a. Well, you don't have any copper, so go transfer it out. Not doing that. So.
We can get Fane.
Gold. That's expensive.
Cassius is like, yeah, it heals. It helps. No, it's too early. I'm not fighting.
Aww.
It's too early.
No.
Nafira is about to go Karen and be like, I want it to be 45 gold pieces.
Aww.
If Nafira is hesitant, Sparks willing to put down to 50 to get her one.
I don't know, but like, can I let's negotiate? Come
Cassius is
on,
like,
Nafira, it's 7 in the morning.
Look, Pip is already on like.
Fine.
Pip, what are you on? Like time 5 here, time 6. And after that,
Would be-
you get
6.
6 times. If you get to 10, it's 25% off. Just keep coming back. I don't know what to tell you. That's a good deal. It's 25% off your whole order.
Alright.
I did.
So,
Okay. I did minus 50 gold.
any other magic items that you all would like to buy?
For now, no, but is the armor people in this part of the city or in the upper part of the city?
They're all anything. I mean, there obviously are some in the upper city, but you would know you passed one in the lower city.
I was about to say, Spark, like, so let's get our armor next. That's gonna be a big purchase and lighten our load. So I guess if the party's sticking together, Spark would go to the vendor where he saw the splint mail before. Is like, hello.
Oh,
I see that's still there.
yes.
Good.
Yes. It's look good on you.
Yes.
I for you.
Do you deal in arms as well?
Just armor. I'm sorry. One shop, you know.
No,
One
that's
man.
fair. I was hoping to see if you would be willing to take an old mace of mine to take a bit off the armor, but that's not on the table. How much was it again?
I will take that. I can sell that. I just meant I don't make
Oh,
weapons, but I will sell it.
Yes, and he takes his mundane mace, which he does maintain, so it doesn't have random brain still on it still.
Yeah.
Just, again, put it on there, and he's like, alright. And he hands him the mundane mace, and he'll trust the shopkeep to take however much off that he feels that's fair.
Okay. So yeah, he's like, okay, with the mace, it will be 192 gold for the splint mail.
Absolutely, and Spark will hand him the 192 for the split mail, and...
Oh, hey, a studded leather. How much is that?
Studded leather is 45 gold pieces.
That's not bad. Cheaper than the potion.
Yeah, if Eris sells her leather armor and buys the studded leather armor, how much will that be?
Oh yeah, can I do that too?
Let me see.
And studded leather is like the highest I could really get for decent for stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anything heavier.
It would take 5 gold off of the so it'd be 40 for studded leather if you trade
Great.
your leather.
Heck yeah, let's do that.
As you all are like trading in your absolutely wrecked armor.
Oh yeah.
He's looking at this armor, is like, wow, you all get into some scraps, I see. Baldur's Gate, am I right?
Yeah, Eris does a half-hearted laugh.
And that is why Spark only offered his barely used mace, and not the chainmail, which is, as I joked, hanging on by a thread, probably.
So yes, if you both want studded leather, 40 gold, and then remove the leather and put studded
I added
leather.
it. I need to remove
All right,
that.
there we go. Sweet.
He turns to Pip, and he's like, anything for you, young man?
Just these two and this potion.
Nope, you're not you're not with Cassius anymore. You're at a different shop.
Oh no! I didn't realize the transition. I'm so sorry.
And we can retroactively
we did a quick cut just to speed up the shopping. Was there anything else you wanted?
I must have blanked.
If there was?
No, there wasn't. And no armor or
Okay.
arms.
Yeah.
I'm good.
He's like, okay, all right. Like fellow travels
on
light.
top.
All right. So yeah, you all were
Okay,
able
so
to
how do
get-
I...
Just type in studded leather in your inventory. And it should be manage equipment, then just type in studded leather.
So add equipment and then...
Am I not spelling blunt right?
You have to go to manage equipment and then search it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be... Where's manage equipment? Manage inventory?
It might be manage inventory. I'm pretty sure it's manage equipment, though.
I don't know. I'm not finding it in
I-
manage equipment.
I add to equipment.
I have add equipment. Should I just do like add equipment?
Go to inventory, then manage inventory, then search it.
Okay.
And then add it that way on the filter.
And I guess we
add items. No,
dip into some place
Don't add
that we
anything.
can.
Just type it just under where it says filter. It'll be like
Okay.
add items filter. Type in studded leather and then hit add.
So I'm just trying to remember how to remove items.
right-click delete, probably. Or, like, drop-down delete item.
It honestly doesn't have a drop-down for delete, which is the weird thing.
You could just make note of it.
Now it's just giving me a bunch of options, like
here it
cast
is.
off armor,
Yeah,
studded
go all the way
leather,
down. Go all the way down.
smoldering armor.
Go all the way down.
Regular studded leather.
So just
regular.
studded leather?
Just studded leather.
Okay. Add.
Alright, there we go. And now my carrying weight is... Since I forgot if we were using encumbrance or not.
Not really. I mean, don't carry a cannon with you, but in general, I don't
Or
really
the
care.
Duke.
Or the Duke, yeah. In general,
This only gives me one more on my...
Hey, it's one more than you
AC.
had before.
Listen, it's
The
one more
number of
time.
times that I've gotten either a 16 or a 21, which like is with the shield included,
Mhm.
having this +1 is gonna be
Yeah,
great.
it's
So
huge.
take it.
It is honestly huge.
All right. So you all have stopped by, saw Cassius. Pip, give me an insight check. Just a little fun insight check. Pip.
Oh dear.
Are you sure about that?
Oh man.
7
7.
after the -1. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's about it. So you all stopped
God,
by.
really 8s is the worst because it's right next to the 20.
You stopped by, saw Cassius, got some of those things, and you got some armor. It is early in the morning. You could say you stopped and got some breakfast. You
Yeah.
all got something to eat, a little bit of pastries.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now trying
We
to
would-
figure out what to do next.
Scar kind of pauses, feeling the weight of the coins so at least spread over his body. He's like, and kind of adjust into the splint mail on him.
Yeah.
If that's what you're possibly saying, but the tattoos?
I'm down. Tattoos are cool.
I'm interested to see
I
what
haven't
this
picked my
armor-
tattoo yet.
Then
All
we'll
right,
have
you can go
we'll have
last.
Nefira go last.
Yeah. Because I've got mine. So.
I've been
I'm-
flipping through the tome of mystical tattoos like this whole game. I'm just like, I just keep finding more that are awesome. I have a list.
Well,
of
I
them.
mean, I was
Maybe
about to
just
say,
go for it.
remember our range.
It's only common or uncommon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to afford anything.
I'm only looking for those, but
Yeah.
there's so many.
Eris, you would know that probably the most popular magical tattoo parlor is called First Draft. It's in the lower city. It's kind of near the docks because who loves tattoos more than sailors? Absolutely no one. And so you can quite easily, like with a pep in your step, lead the group towards First Draft.
Nice.
As you all are kind of walking and talking, eating your breakfast, and trying to figure out which tattoos you're gonna get. Be like, oh,
Well, I
I
was
don't
about
know,
to
like
say.
it's gonna be so cool. I want something where it's like, you're all just gossiping, trying to figure it out. And you come to this pretty simple shop. You see that it's got kind of one of the old style kind of needles that they normally use by hitting it into your skin.
Oh yeah.
It's very, very
yeah.
aggressive. And you see it says First Draft. The door is slightly ajar, and you can hear someone moving around on the inside, and kind of peeking your head in. You all see that there is a enormous Minotaur who is here. He has kind of like all white hide or fur, whatever Minotaurs have. Two long braids down the side, a bunch of tattoos across, a bunch of piercings. Is just kind of in there, moving stuff around in the shop, and kind of looks up as you all walk through the door. It's like, oh, good morning. Welcome to First Draft. How are your tattoos? It's so early. Did you all stay up drinking? Be honest.
No, not drinking.
Nope. Although there was wine.
He
It
kinda,
wasn't
sniffs,
consumed.
sniffs slightly. He's like, I thought I sensed alcohol. I know this
We-
nose.
We're sober, don't worry.
Okay. Well, please come in, look around. And you all see there are a ton of like parchment with different designs posted up all over. And there's this giant tome in the center of kind of the counter. And he's like, well, all the tattoos I can do are in this tome. Please take a look. And let me know who will be going first. Are you all getting tattoos? Are you getting matching tattoos?
That would be cool. Maybe
Is
another
there a way
time.
we can do, like, we each get our own, like, individual magic one, and then we can get, like, a matching, like, mundane one?
I think that could be arranged if everyone
Well,
wanted.
where
Sure.
would we
That'd be fun.
want them?
Well, it depends on everybody's magical tattoos.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
And also... Alright,
Yes.
so I guess
Please
we'll let
take a look.
Eris go first
Whoever
because...
wants-
Yeah, I was gonna
First.
say Eris is gonna volunteer to go first. She's
Okay.
tough.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, like, put a picture of a screenshot of my little list here in the chat and be like, what should I take? I don't know, guys.
Second
I don't know.
opinions. Since
Please.
everybody else can attest, I asked for a second opinion on something where I was like, I'm really on the fence for this.
Yeah, so, Eris, you go up and you see the Minotaur as you're kind of like, I'm ready. He kind of introduces himself. He says, my name is Alhan, the Steady Hand. This is going to be fantastic. So many clients so early in the morning. This is wonderful. So, please, what are you thinking of getting?
A super cool back tattoo. Like
Oh,
my whole
okay.
back.
Awesome. Yes. Let's start off strong. Okay. Fantastic. So, are you getting the Fang's Fury tattoo?
I am getting the Fang's Fury tattoo, and I'm gonna ask if I can get it with like, I don't know, like an orangey yellow ink.
Okay.
I don't know, so it like stands out and looks kind of like brighter and fierier against my like already reddish orange skin tone.
He like thinks for a second. He's like, you have a good eye. Yes.
Thank you,
All
thank
right.
you.
That will be 400 gold pieces.
Yes, I have enough.
Okay. Fantastic. Please take a seat. And Eris sits down. And he's like, I will turn. You will obviously have to not have your shirt on. I am a magic. I can work magic, just not through clothing and armor and a cloak and a shirt. You are wearing
I
so
like
many
the Orange
clothes.
Fury.
Yeah, I like my coat.
Orange Fury is pretty.
So Eris is gonna take off her coat for the first time this whole campaign.
And then everyone sees Eris.
Well, it's not the first
has
time, it's not the first
tats.
time.
No, Eris is just covered in tattoos.
Already.
Push one to the back one. It's the only empty space.
No, I wish. I wish.
Just up both arms.
Yeah,
It's like,
just jacked with tattoos.
Actually,
I
I worry
mean-
it's not the first time she's taken off her coat because they all went to the baths together. So this
True,
is like
true.
maybe the second
Oh,
time. Yeah.
also,
She's always
Mom,
wearing her blue coat.
You kind of know which one I might lean towards suggesting.
But yeah, you sit down and Alhan starts with the tattoos. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Let's go.
My girl better be.
Oh,
she better
no.
be tough, or I don't know. I will have to drop a new character.
If you're gonna be stupid, you better be tough.
Yes. 24.
Nice.
You're
This is
not
what
the
I
mighty 9.
Yeah. It takes a good probably 2 hours, which in real time that is incredibly fast to do a full back piece.
Yeah.
But with this magic, it seems like almost chunks of the ink are done at a time, not just individual lines.
Cool.
And you sit so steady, maybe thinking about all the shit that just went down earlier
Yeah.
today. You even see that Alhan kind of comments. He's like, "Wow, you sit so fantastically. I always say that women sit way better than men, but you are just proving my point. Your pain tolerance is incredible." And he finishes your tattoo, and you all see this entire back piece that Eris has. It goes over kind of the shoulders and down the backs of the biceps. It's just a bunch of jagged lines and different crisscrossing of lines in that orangish red. It looks real cool.
Yeah,
And
she looks hot.
Yeah, it looks real
Yes,
I mean, by
Always.
default.
And so
you are
I'm not
literally
just
on
the fire.
fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so for this tattoo,
It's such a pretty tattoo. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Thank
I almost
you.
picked that one. I'm like, it's so pretty.
So I will just read out what this does because, just so everyone knows. So while this tattoo is applied on your skin, whenever you roll a 20 on the attack, while attacking a creature with a melee weapon, the target takes an extra 10 force damage, and you gain a charge of up to 3 charges. You lose all charges gained this way when you roll a 1 on an attack roll while attacking a creature. As a reaction, when you deal damage with a weapon, you can expend all charges in the tattoo to deal extra damage equal to 6 times the number of charges expended, and that will be force damage as well. So
Basically, Eris just needs to always be in that flank sandwich.
yes.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, so she's gonna get off the bench, put her coat back on and
Yeah.
all the rest of her clothes, and then turn everyone and be like, "Yeah, wasn't that bad? Barely hurt at all."
You all see the giant Minotaur behind Eris just being like, just saying like no, it will be bad for the
Like, trust me, guys. Trust me, guys. It's fine.
Spark kind of looks at the book and turns to the Nature's Kiss tattoo and is like, this one caught my eye, but I'm curious how much getting this done in, like, a deep forest screen might run me.
Well, I see you all are so keen on the colors. I love it. You're sticking with very strong personal colors. It would be what is that math? 275 gold pieces. 275 gold pieces.
Alright, I can do that right now. And he places the coin down,
Wonderful.
takes off the armor he just put on,
Yep.
and basically just rolls up the sleeves of his tunic.
Fantastic.
Show me where I need to lay. You
Yep.
said 270?
275.
Okay, just so I track how much Spark has from the pool correctly. Thank you.
And
Okay.
then please give me a Constitution saving throw.
This might be on the fence. Gosh darn window thing again. Total of 14.
14. Okay. You saw Eris sit so well, and you're like, okay. And as you is doing your arms, he gets to the really like squishy part, which is like the under part of your arms, and the elbows, which this goes up onto your biceps. And you start sweating, and you all see Spark is sweating quite a lot. You don't pass out or anything, but you
Spark kind of looks over and was like, can I get a block of wood to chew on?
Yeah, sure. Hands you a block, a little pencil to bite down on. He's like, but also maybe just have some water. You will be fine. I told you, women always sit better. I don't know what it is, but you're doing great, actually. And he like claps you on the back, probably on somewhere you also got wounded like earlier today, and it actually doesn't help. Yeah. He's like, oh, sorry. And just continues tattooing. And this one doesn't take as long. It takes maybe 45 minutes to do just the forearms, because again, it kind of loads, almost comes in chunks. And you see this tattoo, it goes from what looks to be like, what is that? Fire, or into like clouds, into water, and then into earth down by the hands, or these rocks. All of it in this nice forest deep green. And so this tattoo, Nature's Kiss, has 6 charges, regains 1d3 plus 1 charges daily at dawn while this tattoo is applied on your skin. When you hit a target with a melee weapon attack, you can expend your reaction and 1 charge to activate one of the following properties: Sea Swell, Windy Defiance, Fiery Chorus, or Dusty Blow. But I will leave those to be described when they happen in combat. Little
So many
spites.
D8s when Spark rolls a crit.
So many.
I like that one, and I was debating that one. That one's on my list.
Nefira's
My
just
arms.
looking at everyone's tattoos like, I want that one. I want that one.
Nefira's just got him like
Like, did you see my list that I put in the chat?
Yeah. Nefira's just like, use all 3 of my attunement slots.
Yeah,
Cover
right.
me head to toe. Drake's just like, maybe getting my arms done at the start of the day was a mistake. It hurts to move them.
Okay, so
Looking at aesthetics for that one. But, I don't know. They all
I was
look
about to say, with
Sounds good.
the back tattoo, it's kind of in that same issue you mentioned with like the chest tattoos of like, how often would Nefira in her outfit get to show it off?
I know.
Oh yeah, Eris doesn't get to show off her back tattoo like at all because she always wears that coat.
I was about to say,
I know,
Spark's
and
kind of in
Nefira's
the
gonna
same...
want it to be visible.
Same
also,
thing
just
with-
thinking, like, cosplay-wise, to, like, be able to, like, draw it on with makeup or whatever.
No,
But,
but sort of the same thing with Spark, since he's an armor boy. He's not the exposed part of his skin is his face. And
We
he might
need to
even start
have a
wearing-
ball episode where
A beach
Eris could wear
episode.
something backless.
just a beach episode, you can all wear bathing suits. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm
but,
sorry,
alright.
when you said, oh, potentially them in a bathing suit, my brain went, Spark's wearing like a 50s style
Oh, I love it.
shoulder to knee stripe one-piece.
Yes.
All right.
I'm sorry, that's just my
amazing.
immediately like, yeah, this is what Spark would wear to swim.
So
that's amazing.
as Spark, you kind of
I haven't picked.
take a deep breath and get off of the tattoo chair.
Eris goes
Thank
up
you
and
very
says,
much.
"See, it wasn't that bad," and gives him a clap on the shoulder.
Oh, same foot.
Oh, sorry.
And so I kind of lightly taps her back.
How does it feel?
thinking.
Not good. It hurts as he hits your back.
Now Eris knows what it feels like to have a sunburn. But probably worse. I don't know
man.
what tattoos feel like.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Same.
Listen,
do.
part of me was thinking the paladin tattoo because it's like heal beam,
Mhm.
but it's like, oh, but it doesn't specify target. And also Spark probably wouldn't go, yeah, hit me in the neck.
Right.
Because I just looked at that and went, oh!
Sorry. As Alhan turns to the small ones in the party, he's like, so, are you as well? It seemed like everyone was getting a tattoo, but of course, no pressure. You should only get a tattoo if you
I
want.
want one. I just can't
Why
pick.
would we not want one?
I am just putting it out there. Disclaimer: no peer pressure.
I like this one, but I also like this one. But this one sounds so cool. But I can't pick.
As
Well-
like Nefira's like flipping through the book showing everyone, Pip's eyes like catch like a certain page and he just like puts out his hand and like stops and starts like just blank stare at it. And he thinks for a second and he's like,
Are you good?
that one. That
This
one.
The snake bitten tattoo.
Mm,
Okay, it is a very cool tattoo. Sure. If you are ready, maybe your friend can look through the book for the 17th time, I think. Okay.
Basically.
So the snake bitten, do you want it in color or is black fine?
Fine.
Okay, that will be 250 gold.
How much are you? 511. That's fine. Yeah.
Right. Please, take a seat.
Hop up on the.
Yeah.
Which one would be most useful?
As
And which one's most
Pip,
aesthetically pleasing?
as Pip hops up on the chair, and Alhan starts with the tattoo, give me that Constitution saving throw, Pip.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's a 19.
A 19.
Oh, I rolled an natural 19 too.
Nice.
Taking it like a champ.
Yeah. You
Just
all,
stone-faced.
Yeah, you all see Pip sitting there. Yeah, Spark and Eris, you all are trying to, drink some water. You gotta recover after. Not only, look, I wouldn't recommend like heavy combat and then going to get tattoos, but that's what you all did. You all are trying to
Priorities
hydrate.
sorted.
Trying to hydrate.
We put the money from the Duke back into Baldergate's hands.
Yeah.
By spending it in the city. In the lower city, too. So this money's being spent on, like, groceries
Support
and
local
stuff.
businesses.
Yes.
Which arm is this on?
Okay, Scars are on his left hand, so I'm gonna say right for balance.
Okay. So you see Pip kind of just stare blankly. Alhan
Probably dissociating,
yeah,
honestly.
Alhan keeps being like, are you good? Are you... okay. And you see as this tattoo appears, it is a long, winding black serpent that wraps around Pip's arm down
So cool.
to the forearm where there's the head. Looking quite like an actual black snake. When this tattoo is on your skin, when you hit a creature with a melee attack, weapon, or spell, for the first time on your turn, an inky snake unwraps from your arm and attempts to bite the target. The creature must succeed a dex save or take 1d4 piercing damage. In addition, the snake latches onto any creature that fails its dex save and remains latched on until the creature is more than 10 feet away from you. While the snake is latched on, it can't bite another target. A creature on whom the snake is latched, sounds like a book, must make a DC 13 Constitution save or take poison damage. So you all see as Alhan finishes this tattoo on Pip, and he kind of hops off. You all are recalling that Pip did just earlier today tell you about his vision premonition nightmare regarding a lot of black serpents.
Bart's gonna immediately go over to
Pip,
Pip,
why?
see the tattoo, and be like,
He's coping.
hey, you need to talk about this?
Are you okay,
You're
Pip?
sure?
Yeah. Insight check.
No.
Yeah, Sparks.
Yeah,
is
bro.
like,
check.
Can I insight myself? I don't even know if he's
man.
okay.
I got a 4.
16 total.
I guess I rolled deception.
16 plus 1, 17.
Eris,
what's
Pip's
my-
fine.
I got a 12.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. Pip is doing great.
yeah, so-
She clap on the shoulder. Sat so well for his tattoo. We're so proud.
Yeah, Spark and Nefira.
Nothing is
you're
wrong
like,
with
"That's
this
weird."
boy.
You're like, I mean, technically nothing's wrong. The tattoo, it seems like it's a legitimate tattoo. It was done by a legitimate artist, but the concept of getting a
The
snake,
context.
the context
Yeah.
is sketch. But yeah.
Pip, we need to see your mentor today before we sleep, or maybe after.
Guys, help, I can't pick.
I'm
Alright,
looking through them.
I'm currently looking through them and kind of giving potentially, with the exception of one, kind of sparks in character feedback. I'm just having to read what all these tattoos do again.
Yeah. They're so cool.
Amazing
I
one's
think
good mechanically.
I think the amazing
Which one?
tattoo.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I do like that one. My first thought was the troublemaker one, just flavor-wise. It fits hers, like, so much.
It is, and it is a common tattoo, so it's not. It's like 35.
As expensive.
It's very.
Okay, I have a
it's
question.
really-
Because it takes attunement slots. Do you, if I were to get a magic weapon at some point, would that need to use an attunement slot?
Most likely.
Depends.
If as you all keep going up in level, more
Yes.
than likely it's going to require attunement if you
I'm-
keep getting more and more powerful weapons.
Yeah,
So,
I was about to say, I'm legitimately surprised the mace didn't, but as Mads mentioned, most just slightly
Plus
better
one.
than mundane magic armament don't need it.
yeah.
So I'm like, can I get 2?
I would just say, like I said, with that, if you get 2, it only leaves you 1 slot because these cannot be unattuned. With other things like magic weapons, you can unattune to them. You cannot unattune to these unless you find a magical tattoo artist who will remove the tattoo from you. Because it doesn't even remove if you lose a limb. It just shifts over in your body. So,
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Man,
So I
when
would
they
stick
see
with one.
tattoos permanent,
yeah, when they say it's permanent, they say, you're not getting rid of me.
I'm not going nowhere.
hold on, I'm almost done going through the list
This
and
is hard.
typing up in character responses.
You see that as you're trying to make a decision and all the gremlins are kind of gathered around you.
Guys, help.
Yeah. Alhan's like, well, I mean, it's like 11, almost noon. I'm here till 7 p.m. and also every day. You could come back tomorrow if you want. You've seen the tattoos that are options now. If you want to come back,
What if I don't get a chance to come back later? I want to do it now.
that's very fair.
I can't pick. The most indecisive person ever.
Maybe just roll for it. Just roll the dice. Let the dice decide.
Okay.
There we go. There is.
Nico's cool too.
Sorry, there's
Okay.
the 10 minutes of Spark trying to reply in character for everything except the troublemaker. Possibly try narrowing it down to 4 or 5 and then just roll the dice.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna roll the dice. Like, even then I probably won't choose. I can't pick.
Oh,
Everyone rolls the
yeah.
I hate
dice,
making
and
choices.
you choose the one
Right.
that gets doubles.
Yeah.
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 There.
Oop, sorry.
2 d20s.
Mads, are these is equivalence possible to find in D&D Beyond, or we don't have to homebrew it in?
No, I'm gonna be putting them in. I just didn't because of this reason. I waited to see because I was like, I don't know what you all are gonna pick, and I'm not entering these all into D&D Beyond until they're in there.
Yeah.
So they'll be
That's
taken
fair.
in this session.
Homebrewing items can get
Yeah.
kind of tiring.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Listen,
to go with.
I ran a whole campaign that's based off of me giving the party magical items that I concoct. I have no idea how that
Look.
actually came across on camera because I was looking at stuff they sold.
Sly, I will ensure that you get back to this tattoo shop if you want to come back and get a tattoo if you do not want to make a decision right now.
I might have to come back.
Yeah. So
Do
you
we all want to get like matching mundane ones in the meantime? And then I'll come back
Yeah,
to the magic
Spark-
one.
Spark, kind of wait. I kind of want to. We should wait to see where yours is so we can pick a spot that's unmarked for all of us.
Yeah, we can come back and do it later with yours.
Okay. But speaking of the mundane ones, I had an idea, and I feel like flavor-wise, just it would work really well. It should definitely be at least a part of it should be like an owl bear feather.
Yeah.
For sure. Because
Yeah.
like that's our symbol. Like we
Yeah.
all have an owl
Yeah.
bear feather on us.
Mhm.
So already.
Very cute. But yeah, you see that Alhan goes, all right, well,
Thank
look,
you very
I
much.
understand making choices is hard, and this is a very serious one, so it is good that you are taking the time to think about it.
I
Here's a
like them
pamphlet.
all.
He hands you a pamphlet so you can look through and continue to decide. So I will be here whenever you are ready to make that leap. you all did fantastic. Honestly, you sat so well. I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you for
Enjoy your new tattoos.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you
Thank
for your
you.
very good work.
Yes, drink lots of liquids, get something to eat, don't fight anything, and try really hard not to get in fights. It will hurt.
Spark kind of looks at his arms and he's like,
Yes, you literally picked arms and back. Those are always used in fighting. All of you, so try to, lay low for like a day. But
That's the plan. That's the plan.
great.
that is the plan.
Well, hope
But-
to see you again soon.
Lunch? Spark kind of looks at the Forest Gremlins.
Lunch, bathhouse.
Lunch.
Oh, because I would not go to the bathhouse just yet. You just got a tattoo. Maybe
We should have done the bathhouse first. She wants a bath. I think I've still got carrion crawler on me.
To this tattoo place, just filthy.
You all are just,
Oh no.
just so gross.
All right. Yeah, she doesn't have a bath
wait,
at her
hold on.
house, or her apartment.
Wait, Morgan, does Pip have prestidigitation by any chance?
He does not.
No.
Would it be fair to say that during, like, a short rest we would have, like, dry cleaned, like, rubbed with a rag or something to try to
no.
get debris off
Yeah,
of
you
us?
all tried as best you can to like clean yourselves off when you were in the vault. And like stopping by Eris's, you could get like a change of clothes, Eris, but like you all are still kind of filthy.
We're sore,
But
yeah.
I wouldn't say
when-
anything because Baldur's Gate is a filthy place.
Well, at
So-
least she could get her coat cleaned.
And Spark's kind of like, when could we take a bath again? And
Please,
not
I need
with-
to know. I need to know.
Probably just a day. With
Alright.
magical tattoos, they heal much quicker than mundane.
Bathhouse tomorrow.
Before the match in Mundane.
Before we leave for maybe Candlekeep. Who knows?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
All right. See you then.
Hopefully, I'll have made a decision.
Good luck. And you all walk out of the tattoo shop. Where y'all going?
Lunch, then Zodge.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Since we can't go take a bath.
You all get some street food. On your way
Tacos.
back to get some some sketchy meat. On your way back to the eastern side of Baldur's Gate, near Baldur's Gate, where Zodge has been for the past few days dealing with all the refugees. You see as you head over there, there seems to be a lot fewer refugees in the streets right around Baldur's Gate. And you actually see that one of because there's the main double gates that would normally be open, and then the two side gates that are much smaller, that are more for like normally just guards coming in and out. You see one of them is open, and people do seem to be leaving and entering. And you see Captain Zodge standing near one of those gates talking with one of his soldiers.
Eris is going to nudge Pip and say, see, now the gate's open. We could probably go talk to your mentor.
probably should do that if we do end up going to Candlekeep. I need to let her know where I'm going.
We could go right after we talk to Zodge. I don't
Okay.
think we have
That's
anything
fine.
else to
Keep it
do.
fast.
Yeah, I want you all
Or-
to meet her. I told her so much about all of you.
And we have to get our treasure back.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
Spark's gonna go up to Zanja's like, hello, sir, we're here to report. And he kind of gestures to a spot that's not immediately in earshot of people.
Okay, yeah, he looks and he sees you all, and you see him kind of cock an eyebrow as you are now in splint mail. You two are now in studded leather. Pip has a snake tattoo
Spark.
kind of peeking out of his arm.
No, Spark isn't wearing his armor right now.
Oh,
He's
Spark isn't?
armed.
Oh,
Okay.
Eris is. She put it back on.
So you all are looking slightly different than even without. You are now not in armor, which is also concerning to him.
Listen, he's letting his tattoo air dry.
Yeah. As you have tattoos out now.
Try.
He's like, I don't know if they had those before. But you see Zaj kind of pat one of the guys on the chest who's standing watch and comes over to the side. So, well, how did it go? You all are still here?
Yes, that's part of the good news. Another
So,
part of the good news is the issue was kind of dealt with.
kind of.
We weren't able to get concrete proof we could physically bring to you. And he gestures to Eris and is like, but... And he kind of leans in to try and stay quietly. Duke's corpse in a vault that we locked behind us, and we have the key. It's also... There's also a cold base in her basement.
Yeah, Eris is gonna.
And there's
She's gonna.
too much treasure down there too. So
We put a note.
Oh,
on
we
it.
labeled it
Yeah.
again.
Eris is then she's gonna pull out her notes and basically like more or less give like a rundown of all the sketchy stuff they saw in there.
Okay.
Several demons,
Yeah.
devils. I didn't stop to ask.
Yep,
They-
there were devils. She had these weird chairs in her dining room that had devils on them, and there was a cult, and they were worshiping Zariel, and Krieg has something to do with it.
The High Seer El Terrell.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's this
we-
big kind of conspiracy, but we weren't able to get down to the bottom of it and explore the rest of the house. But I'm sure if you send people up there now, they haven't had time to cover it all up yet. You might be able to find some evidence in the house itself. We explored most of the basement, and there wasn't anything else incriminating than what I've told you.
Okay.
Well, there was something snoring behind this closed door, but we didn't get a chance to go in and see.
It was...
Something's alive down there.
We interrogated one of the recent inductees, and he mentioned a bunch of them sleep down there.
Yeah, you might be able to catch some people and interview them.
You see Zaj quickly calls over another individual. You see a lieutenant, Eris you would know by their ranking, and is like, get some men, we're going to the upper city. And the lieutenant's like, how many men? He's like, as many as you can find. We'll take care of it.
You might
Eris
want to...
Is the rest
bring
of the
some of
family
those-
alive? Her sons.
Mortlock has fled the city, but it seems like he was not involved any longer. They tried to kill him. He's long gone by now. We don't know where he went. The other two are alive as far as we know. Unsuspecting, hopefully, of what happened.
We'll find them. Ensure that if they're part of it, they'll pay for this.
Great.
According
Eris
to Mortlock,
is gonna-
they seem to be very involved.
Eris is going to hand him the key to the vault.
Takes it.
Spark kind of pauses. You might want to bring a cleric with you of some kind who can use Speak with Dead.
Right. We'll see who we can wrangle up. A lot of the clerics have been very busy lately. But nonetheless, thank you for your work. I do believe I owe you some money. Fantastic. And he goes, you see that he kind of scrounges in a few, like, not really pouches, like, kind of pouches. And he pulls out, what would it be? 20 platinum?
That's equivalent, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10. It's
10,
always
yeah.
kind of
I was
weird.
like, so 20 platinum each, hands it to you.
Thank you.
And he's like, I want those badges back. You can keep yours. Everyone else, I want the badges
Spark
back.
hands him back.
I get to keep
That
mine?
is given.
Aren't you a flaming fist?
You were?
Yes!
Don't you?
Are you not?
I thought I didn't have one. I guess I do.
No, you do.
That's exciting.
You have a legitimate badge.
Yeah.
That's you never
Oh,
got
good.
one.
Oh,
Spark
I
kind
thought I
of
did.
pauses and was like,
Smart.
expect a possible letter from Candlekeep in the coming weeks to months.
No, just addressed To me for why?
As mentioned, Krieg might be involved, and we found something that might have hard evidence, but it needs to go to somebody in Candlekeep to, validate it.
Alright, sure. I will keep my eyes and ears open for something from Candlekeep.
Probably
Wonderful.
a letter.
Okay, a letter. Got it.
Again, it might just be a very devilish prank, according to the person who's doing this. It's in this infernal box, and if you mess up opening it, it will kill you.
You know, I don't want it. That's fine. Plenty of things already try to kill me on the daily. A box doesn't need to be one of them. I will await this letter. Fantastic.
Good luck.
Yeah, you as well. This obviously, as you can see, you're allowed in and out. The gates will close, though, at sundown. So just be aware of that if you're out beyond sundown.
DM, what time is it?
It's like 11. Sundown's like in 7 hours or 8 hours, 7 or 8 hours. So.
All right. So I kind of looks over and goes like, "Think your mentor be excited to see you?"
I haven't seen her in like a week. I'm excited.
All right, lead the way.
All right. Should we not get Fisk?
Or then
So just like still
with
sleeping?
us? I don't think we
listen,
need to get
Fisk
this.
has been
Okay.
tortured for what a
I
few
just wasn't
days.
sure like
Yeah.
when he
And
wanted us to
Vesper's
come
got
back
an
for
eye on
him.
him. Eris will quickly pop in to check in on him at the mention of Fisk.
Yeah, you see that he is sound asleep, just laying on his back, passed out on the floor on the blanket.
I was about to say, Fisk has been tortured for we don't know how many days. I'm sure he will
So true.
sleep
Yeah.
through like a hurricane or something.
Yeah,
So
Eris is when she pops out of using Vesper's eyesight. She's like, "Yep, he's asleep. Don't need to worry about him."
But yeah, you
Right.
all,
Poor guy.
Let's go.
As you all kind of see head out of Baldur's Gate, you see Zaj is gathering a group of what looks to be about 30 or 40 flaming fist.
Actually, hold on, sorry. Sparkle
Yeah.
pause for a moment, turn around, run back to Zacha. Is like, sorry, we tried to acquire magic items, heard that they were commandeered for peacekeeping. Probably want to make sure you have them because we had a hard time hurting devils with mundane weaponry.
Got it. We have quite a bit at our disposal. I think we'll be okay.
Any chance you could
Do you have any
spare
to
a short
spare?
sword or something?
Absolutely not.
Even just a dagger.
Okay,
Okay,
that
fine.
being fair, let's go. And the two of them return to the
Right.
group. Yeah, he said he couldn't spare any.
At least you have a magic mace. I
As-
still got
I-
nothing.
Spare kind of pauses like, there's a chance I'll be able to help with that soon. There's a chance.
But yeah, you all head out of Baldur's Gate and head out through Baldur's Gate towards Little Kalimshan, which is where Pip's mentor is. It's another walled settlement, I guess you could say. Probably about a 20-minute walk outside of Baldur's Gate. As you all are walking, you pass a lot of people on the side of the road, kind of in tents and whatnot, refugees from El Terrell. As you all make your way towards Little Kalimshan, you see that there is a very similar, after about like a 20 or so minute walk, you see that there's a very similar thing with a walled city and gates. There is a guard. They look to be less well dressed, kind of more haphazardly, but they do have a kind of blue sash that's going across whatever armor they are wearing. And Pip, would know that this denotes them as kind of like the city watch or city guard. And you would know that you have the ability to get in, to at least get past the guards. They know your mentor, and just giving her name is enough to get by. They do give some weird looks to the rest of you, but...
We're with Pip.
Eris gives a weird look back.
But they're like, all right, come on, move along.
Thank you.
And you see that it is essentially just a smaller city. There's shops. It's extremely bustling, as is the middle of the day. People are out shopping. There is a lot of people talking in Kalashite, which Pip knows a little bit of, can at least know that is what they're speaking. The rest of you do not know what they're saying. As well as there's a lot of other races here as well that you did not really see. Baldur's Gate is pretty heavily human. You see some more tiefling here, you see some more genasi, a lot of different races here. As Pip kind of leads you through these winding streets, you come to kind of like a standalone house. It's got one tall tower off the side of it, and
Wizards.
Wizards in their towers. A very nice courtyard, kind of a double gate, and this light cream kind of gray stone all around as you walk up to the front door.
Open the door.
Pip,
Weird.
you open the door and kind of usher your friends in, and you see, like, right inside the door there is it is a gorgeous interior, hardwood floors that look very expensive, wood that does not look to be from around here, lots of shelving with different items on it, kind of wooden chairs set about, just like statues of different armor. Think like anything you'd see in like a museum almost, but on a smaller scale is within this house. And your footsteps kind of echo as you enter. But there doesn't seem to be anyone immediately within the house as you enter. What are you
Hello.
doing?
Kamar? It's Pippet! Are you here?
So you you hear just a slight whoosh behind you as you turn and look, and in the doorway, right where you had all just walked through, you see Pippet, you see Kamar. She is, for the rest of you who've never met her before, you see this Kalashite woman. She's wearing kind of like a low-cut white blouse that's tucked into leather pants, high leather boots, a cape that's slung over one shoulder. She has swords and wands on the side, very adventure-esque, a bracer that goes up one arm. And you see she turns and she says, "Pippet, Merry Willow, where have you been? It's been quite a while."
Get in. I'm here now. These are my friends.
The
Hello.
Forest Gremlins. Yes, she looks Spark, Eris, Nefira. I've heard quite a bit about you. Shouldn't there be a fifth one of you?
That's
Yeah.
part of a story. Pip should probably tell
kind of-
you.
A story of something that has to do with a Lord Cadwell, I would assume, yes?
How do you know so much about us? Inside check. I'm suspicious.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Insight
do an
check.
insight check.
Okay,
Oh, no,
cool,
we're
cool,
in
cool.
trouble.
I think I got...
Spark did one as well. 16. Sorry, 18 total. I forgot his insight plus 4.
Eris got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. 18.
Where's my inside? There it is. That.
I mean, she only used my first name, so she can't be mad, right?
So she used your last name. She said your last name.
Well, I mean, didn't use any of my middle names.
All
12.
what, 15 of them?
I got a 12.
I only have 6.
12's only a 6.
Oh no, 6 names.
Oh, 6 names, yeah. As you all see her kind of look to each of you, and
How much trouble I'm in.
Yeah.
What's my insight? A -1. I got a 16, so 15.
Pippin, you gather you're in a little bit of trouble. More trouble than you've been in yet, since you've been since she's been your mentor.
Yeah.
You see, she turns to you all and goes, "Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Kamar Yeranam El Sahrani. You can just call me Kamar, but please, let us retire to the study. We have much to discuss, I believe." And she kind of holds her hand out to lead you further into the house.
And Spark follows.
Yeah.
And if Farrah's gonna just still be like holding on to Spark and just like looking around, just suspicious, but like
Hand lingers down there so she can grab it if she wants.
Okay, well, pivot the study
Grappled.
now. And as you all go to this study, you see again just like dark leather couches with like kind of clawed like feet on them. You see all the walls are lined with so many bookshelves. There's a deep mahogany desk and a chair behind it. And she kind of motions for you all to take a seat on the two couches. She whisks the chair with magic around in front and sits on it like backwards, so she's leaning against the back of the chair.
She's so cool.
She's so cool. Oh my god.
She's really cool.
Yeah. Spark looks over at Pip and is like, she's as cool as you said.
Eris sees her does that, and she's gonna imitate her.
Ow.
On a 2-person sofa.
No, I didn't say sit down on the sofa. I'm sure there's another chair in the room.
The chair, there's only sofas and the chair that she took. You can't imitate her. She's too cool. She knew someone would try.
Okay, Eris is gonna sit and she's gonna try to look just as cool, chilling on the sofa.
Awesome.
With your recently tattooed
like one
back
leg up.
Yeah.
pushed against
Hey,
the
I
back
sat
of the-
so well for that. I'm sure I could make another con save and sit well for this too.
Yeah, so as she
It's also
watches,
been several hours.
well, as she watches you all, or you attempt to look menacing or something, and the rest of you sit, she goes, "Well, Pibbit, I do believe you have explaining to do as to why I was at a ball. I hate being at fancy events, and Lord Cadwell got, I would know, a panicked call that his son had just been murdered. And it just occurred to me, maybe I should make sure that my apprentice was nowhere near there, and lo and behold, you were right there. Just please enlighten me on what is going on."
An accident. We didn't really. I mean, not that it matters, but it wasn't me. If that makes it any better, it doesn't. Looking around frantically to the others. I
Just be the one to explain.
Okay, so
Pippet, speak with confidence. Let's go. Say what you want.
Okay, so, alright, okay, so so we have this treasure, I don't know what it is, but we all tracked it down. We met each other for the first time in almost 3 years, right then and there, it was incredible, but, we tracked down our treasure, and we, and then he walked in, and then, oh no, and then,
And the conspiracy. There was a conspiracy that we had discovered, and we're kind of tracking down. And anyway, that's why I was there. Anyway, to find a lead on the treasure, and there was a conspiracy, and I was trying to uncover that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. What do you two have to say for yourselves?
I was there. I observed what happened.
I'm the one who blew everybody's stealthy cover and probably the reason that Lord's son was murdered. If I
Well,
was stealthier, we wouldn't have been spotted, and that wouldn't have set things off the way they went. It was none of our intentions to hurt anybody. We just wanted our childhood treasure back. It means a lot to us, which
And it
is
was
something-
unjustly
For anyone to get
stolen from
killed.
us in the
Yeah,
first
that's-
place.
That
And it all
stupid
kind of
mare. When we get it back, we need to go back home and rub it into his face that we have it again.
or just, hide it and not let anyone see it so that it doesn't get stolen again.
Alright. Something we heard is you had acquired, and Spark will describe the box to her. This item?
She looks around and she says, "You're telling me this is your childhood treasure?"
We found it in the woods, and we had it for a little while, having no idea what it did, and when one of our parents saw it...
We found it when we were 6, 7?
Yeah,
And then it got stolen from us when we were, teenagers. So,
the mayor, under at least what he told us, keeping us safe, took it from us.
wouldn't tell us anything.
Fascinating.
Could have just taken it. We were commoner kids.
I
You
thought-
hear her say, fascinating childhood treasure. This box, and she leans around and snaps, and you see on the table behind her where originally there was nothing, you see this blue and gold box reappear for the first time since you've seen it as kids. She says, You're telling me my apprentice and friends stumbled across Alinar's cradle as children?
We dug it up.
Who cares
yes.
whose cradle it is? It's ours.
Yeah.
Actually,
And we
could
want it
you
back. Eris
tell us what it
stand up.
is?
Please.
None of us could figure out what it did. It kind of just mattered. We found it and it was ours.
Do something for me. Pippet, will you?
Mhm.
Come put your hand on this box.
Oh, gonna go put his hand on the box. No.
Absolute trust.
Pippet, as
Wait, before you touch it, Pippin, are you sure that you can trust this? I mean, last time you
Okay.
touched something like this, you got cursed. Can
Yeah,
we,
but it's
Oh,
fine.
right. That is something
Not.
else we'll need to
you
ask you about.
You all see Kamar's head just turn sharply at the word cursed between Nefira and Pippet, and then goes, hand on the box, Pippet. Do you
Puts his
put your-
hand on the box.
Pip, when you put your hand on the box, a memory suddenly returns to you. It is of you all as children. You recall first finding this box, and all of you having this urge, this desire to put something important of yours in this box. For Pip, you remember putting a stick that you used as a wand when you were a kid, that you were just trying to be a sorcerer. You remember Nefira putting a small, kitchen knife that she had taken, just so ready to have this knife. A piece of cloth that Eris had from her mother, a wooden bracelet that Spark had tried to make. And you in a sudden rush of memories coming back, memories that you never even knew had existed, and you see the lid to the box kind of click open under your hand as Kamar is looking on, and she says, well, now this is fascinating. Very few people have seen Alinar's cradle in its full circle of potential. Are you gonna put your hand in the box, Pip?
Yeah. What do y'all think?
Oh no.
And that's how Pip lost a hand.
No!
Wait, just straight in or just open it and then...
Up to you. Are you opening the box or are you...
I'm gonna open it first.
You open
'Cause
the
I mean-
box.
Mm.
And it looks completely dark in the box. You cannot see anything within the box. Almost just like from where the layer is down, it's just complete darkness.
Okay, no hand in box. He has very little self-preservation awareness,
Yes,
but
we
it's
know.
still there. Yeah. Wow. Guys, we never gotten it open before, and now it's... Wow, what is this?
We had
Hey,
to open it to put the stuff in.
Yeah.
Right?
no, I was
Did we?
about to say, the rest of us are
The rest of
unaware
you
that
don't
we put
know
stuff
that
in
you
there,
put
right?
Stuff in. Only Pip
Oh,
is,
we
because
don't
Pip's the
remember
only
it.
one who touched the box. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, it opens?
It opens!
Never do that.
You see Kamar goes, well, come on, everyone up. Touch the box.
Oh,
Okay.
If you'll go,
Mm.
you'll touch the box.
Yeah,
As you
Eris is
all-
gonna give her a suspicious look and then touch the box.
As you all put your hand on the box, you have that same rush of memories come back of finding the box in the woods and then putting those items in and the box magically sealing itself, and you had not been able to open it since.
why? Why did none of us remember doing that?
That's weird.
know.
I definitely should have remembered
Right?
where that knife went.
Where did you
means that
get that knife
they
from
didn't
anyway?
just-
Whose action was
Oh my
that?
gosh.
Don't question where they get knives.
Yeah, Kamar goes, so this is truly fascinating, Pippet. Alinar's Cradle. It's a magical box. It normally just appears where it wants in the world. For some reason, it normally can only be seen or found by children. Children are compelled, inspired to put magical items or items within the box that are mundane. The box seals itself, and over the course of 10 or so years, it becomes a magical item. The only one of its kind. That can only be, the box can only be opened, and the magical item of that person can only be taken by whoever put something in.
Oh, Eris is gonna put her hand in the box.
Now like dive into the box. No one checked her on that shit. Everyone said, "Sure, we
trust her."
It's magical."
I was about to say,
I trust her!
Zart's initial insight check is all he needs. And he's like, all right. Goes in and he
Magic knife. Let's
reaches
go.
for
Yeah,
he's like, oh, I'm about to cringe at my old handiwork. When he thinks of the one embrace.
Listen, a woman that he loves and trusts very much just told him that he put a stick in a box and now it's a magic wand. Okay?
Oh, I love
It's
it.
happening!
So yeah, as you all one by one put your hands in the box, Nefira, you pull out a dagger of dark steel with a twisted wrought iron handle. The blade is a similar dark gray and often seems to be covered in a light red mist. There's a small
gorgeous.
ruby in the pommel. And if you search under equipment Nefira's dagger, you will see what it does.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Eris-
Nefira's good on her magic weapon.
Eris, you pull out from this box, which is not very large, you pull out a floor-length midnight blue cloak that is meant to be
Ooh.
worn off one shoulder with a split near the bicep
I
to
get
allow
to look
better
as cool
movement
as
of
her.
the arm. The top of the cloak kind of folds over into a collar, and there's like a leather strap that goes across and connects underneath the other side of the opposite arm. Pippet, as you reach in and pull out, you have a smooth wooden wand made from white ash Running
I
alongside, along the opposite sides of the wand, there are 2 jagged scars burned into the wood. So that's Eris's cloak in D&D Beyond, and Pip's wand. Spark, you see a beaded bracelet comprised of smooth gray stone and various wood that wraps around the wrist and like drapes onto the hand. While secure around the wrist, the rest of the beads float slightly off the hand. That is Spark's bracelet in D&D Beyond.
Oh my goodness, custom magic items. It is gonna be fun the first time he lights this thing off.
Oh my gosh, it looks
Wait,
so
wait,
cool,
how do I
and I
find-
think it's
how do
gonna
I
pair with her
figure
coat,
Okay.
so she can have her coat and the cloak. I'm so excited.
As Spark is the last one to take his item out, you see that the box snaps shut, and just in a whirl just vanishes. And you see Kamar go, well, Alinar's cradle, it is off to find someone else to make magic items for. And she looks, and there is a folded piece of paper where the box had been. And she kind of takes the piece of paper and opens it, and then closes it and hands it to whoever would be closest to her. So I don't know who that
Probably
would be.
Pip.
Mm-hmm.
She hands it to you, Pip, with kind of like a somber look on her face. I believe this
What is this?
for probably you all. As you open this piece of parchment, you see a really rough sketch of all 5 of you, with the words "Friends Forever" underneath it. As Kamar goes, it appears you have to still be alive in order to get the magic item made.
Oh
No!
My apologies.
no! Alan!
My God. I'm gonna
We
cry, man.
really just yeah.
Spark kind of
up for this.
yeah. Spark kind of moves in to pull the gremlins into a group hug.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kamar
for sure.
steps away and lets you all.
They should get the
Probably-
picture tattooed on them. That should be
Yeah.
their tattoo, or at least like maybe "Friends Forever" in his
with the Friends
handwriting.
Forever
Yeah.
with the
With little
um,
Albert.
With the little kids'
Albert.
handwriting.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I imagine the moment she sees Spark like rear up first, she's like, I'm not gonna interfere with that.
Yeah, she steps away and lets you all have your group moment.
It's so sad.
I know.
And that is where we will end this session for today. Yay!